We have no camera?
No.
Okay, okay.
Good night to you viewers, and you coming to you from the Balata playing field where we have the grand final of the Eagle Freight APL T20. And tonight we see Millet, they're up against Gros Islet in the big final. What do you expect, Pastor?
Well, we expect a good contest. Gros Islet won the toss and decided to take the field. I would prefer to let Millet take the field instead. But anyway, that's the captain decision. The people are coming in slowly. We are hoping to have a wonderful game here tonight. We just see the end of the first over off an leading edge. I think the ball went into the boundary. So we are off to a good final, and let's hope that it's enjoyable and it lives up to what we think it should be.
Okay, and it's looks like Lee John bowling from the what we could say the southern end. He's bowling to Scotty Justin, and he just turned this one to Scott, and he just turned it off the pad and no run. Lee John again bowling to Scott. He bowls this one, beats him outside the off stump. And certainly we have a nice surface tonight.
Yeah, very
After
nice
all the
surface.
rain yesterday, the groundsman had a very easy job today in preparing a nice flat surface. But we will see as it's Lee John again to Scott. He driving to the cupboard. It beats Donan, and they pick up a single.
I wonder why Scotty is opening. We know Scotty always bat 5, 6, 7 down there, not low as 7. But tonight he's opening. Is there something with the opener from Millet?
Well, it's maybe part of the strategy. He has been one of those putting the ball away down the other, so they figure probably they could use the power play to get him to hit the ball around over the top. But we must say that Gros Islet has some very good bowlers as well, so they will be looking to peg back Millet as early as possible. So
Very true.
So it's Lee John, right arm off spin, bowling from the southern end, or should we say the hill end or the terrace end, bowls to this one is down the leg side and just brushing the top of the thigh there, so no run.
The wides are many in this competition. Why do you think we have that many wides? It is something that we should really give thought to.
Oh, Anderson. And this one is Anderson Charles hitting, and it was a very good effort there by Jadel Sird, it looks like. Anderson Charles looking to hammer this one through the cover, got the outside edge and just looping over the head of Jadel Sird, who made a fine attempt to make a catch, and in the meantime they got a single. So it's Lee John again, this one right up to the bat, and Scotty just did not making good use of that. To me, Pastor should have gotten a little further out there and driven that through the offside.
He remained flat-footed on the leg stump. He probably batting on a leg guard, and I'm not sure as to what he was trying to do. Apparently the ball was in there and dipped upon him, and at last moment he tried to go back to ball. I noticed there's a lot of wides in the competition. What do you think?
Well, one of the things is that the tape ball swings a lot. And if the tape ball is swinging, the bowlers need to know how to control it. And whereas a lot of the fast bowlers continue to go strictly for pace instead of control. And it's done, and he drives this one to the left of the man at deep pitch, up and down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot there by Anderson Charles.
Oh, magnificently.
Anderson Charles, we know, is a very aggressive batsman, and Donan Edward was pitching this one up just outside the off stump, and Anderson Charles was getting the front foot to the pitch and driving to the left of the man at mid-off down to the boundary for 4. So it's Donan Edward again into this one. He tries to dab it down. There's a bit of a pace there, and it goes down to the boundary for 4. A fortuitous shot there for Anderson Charles.
I think it kept a little low too, and he was more in a position to again play through point. But instead he got himself tied up, and the ball came off the bat. I don't think he actually played it. He got an edge. Yeah.
Well, one of the two of the trademark shots of Anderson Charles is the drive through the offside and the sort of dab through the slip area. So it's Donald Edward again to Anderson Charles. He tried to work it off the leg, not making contact. It cannons into his thigh. No run, but we're not playing leg buys and buys, so no attempt for a run.
Yeah.
And Millet, they are 10 without loss, and win over number 2 is Donald Edward again to Anderson Charles, and this one is wide. And as we were saying earlier, Pastor, the bowlers are going for pace, and they're not trying to control delivery. In the shorter version of the game, the bowling first would want to bowl as many dot balls as possible, but the bowlers continue to look for pace. As Donald Edward again into Anderson at this one on the stumps, and he's circumspectly forward, middle of the bat, showing him the maker's name on the bat. So a good delivery, and you notice this one was a little slower, but on target.
Very, very well, yeah.
So Donald Edward, after being hit for a boundary, well, not hit for a boundary, he bit the edge.
That's right.
And went down to third man for 4, but he has come back well so far.
Very well.
As Edward again to Charles, he drives off the edge, it goes, and he beats the man at
Cover point.
more backward point there, who is Jadel Cyril, and they pick up a single. And this final, there's no room for error.
That's right.
And every run counts, because we have seen in some of the games so far, teams winning by just a few runs. So every run counts.
Yeah, in this game, it's a 20-over game. You must play 20 overs.
That's right.
There's nowhere where you can lapse. It has to be 20 overs.
And this one from Donald is back, is Scotty Justin, and pushes this one out into the offside, where he's fielded there by, looks like Lee John, spotting number 23 on his back. And it's the end of the over. And Millet, at the end of the third over, they are 16 without loss.
Again, we see both teams are really looking at each other closely. There is nobody's dominating the game yet. We have not had an over that cost 16 or 15 or 14 or 10. So both teams. I like what Gros Islet is trying to do. Bowl fast, but keep the ball on length and line. Make Millet fight for the runs, and that is the chance you have. As the one using the ball first, you must limit the number of runs that come on the board, because you'll have to get them.
And this one from Lee John to Anderson Charles, he drives it up to mid-off and picks up a single, takes the score on to 17 without loss, and win over number 4. And Millet using Anderson Charles and Scotty Justin to open the batting. Scotty Justin is currently on strike and will be facing the right-arm off spinner. Lee John, he bowls, quicker delivery there, and Justin is equal to it, pushes it out into the offside, feel that the man at extra cover.
Justin seems to play loose, as if any ball could go through his defense. I don't think he's tight. He doesn't look tight at all.
As John bowls again, this one, he drives on the fold, but cannot beat the bowler. Yes, Pastor. But you know, some batsmen look ungainly, but they're effective.
And he's
Lance John is one of the guys that come immediately to mind.
Yes.
As Lee John bowls, this is back and across. And good bowling by Lee John there.
Very good.
Keeping the batsman in check there, not giving him the sort of room to free his hand. As it's Lee John again from the terrace end, and bowls a little slower, he tosses this one up a bit. And Justin is watchful, pushes it back along the track, no run. So the cat and mouse game being played there right now.
I also see sign that the ball is turning.
Yes. As is Lee John again, slow delivery, and he hits it through the cover region between extra cover and the man at more straightish cover, and they come back for 2. So Scotty, here was Scotty, this one was tossed up a bit, and Scotty was driving. Scotty just was driving through the offside between the 2 cover fieldsmen there. Aerially, not catchable, and picked up 2 runs.
And another good over. Both teams played very well, I must admit. And again, as I said before, they are both searching and feeling each other. And Scotty as a makeshift opener, I think he's doing a good job. The bowlers have been good, and the spinners, as I said earlier, I think the ball is turning. So we will see what the Millet batsmen decide to do, how they are going to play the spin tonight. Well, this turf has promised in games gone to offer turn to the batsman.
Well, what we can see from, or what I can see from my vantage point is Anderson Charles probably has been given the responsibility to attack the bowling, while Scotty plays some sort of a anchor role, and should they lose Anderson, then he would shift gear. So we're into over number 5, and it's
19.
It's Charles. Is it Charles bowling from the river end? Bowls, and he just dabs it past the man at slip, down to third man. The man running from fine leg does some good football work there, and they pick up 2. So 2 more runs to the total.
Kalex, watch how he played the ball on bended knees, and he watched the ball onto the surface of the bat, and he opened the surface, and gently he did it so well that there was no way that ball, any slip fielder could have got to that ball.
So it's Dudley Charles from the river end bowling to Anderson Charles, short on one bended knee, and whips it backward of square, more to long leg, and the man coming from long leg there to his left picks up, and they pick up a single. So here was Dudley Charles just strain a bit on midland leg and on bended knee. Anderson Charles trying to whip it over square, but getting more of an inside edge and down to long leg, and they pick up 2. So Dudley Charles again, bowling from the river end, bowls to Scotty Justin. He goes for a big E and wide. So here was Justin trying to hit this one over the top. This one was a little wide, and giving him some room. His eyes lit up, but it was just a little too wide. And umpire Joshua Charles signaling wide. So it's Dudley Charles again from the river end, and he'll be bowling to Scotty Justin. He bowls this one just about the middle off and moving away.
Moving away,
Scotty was genuinely beaten. He was showing that he pulled the bat away, but I think he was generally beaten.
Good ball, right length, right line, forcing the batsman to play.
Now you know,
Scotty does not come across.
And you notice the difference. Dudley Charles is not trying to bowl too quick.
That's right, that's
just
true.
Trying to spot the ball. He bowls, and this one just up to the bat, then he drives nicely into the cover region. They pick up a single. Good cricket. Dudley Charles just trying to bowl well within himself, not trying to bowl too quickly, just trying to keep the batsman in check.
Most of these players, they do play hardball cricket.
Right.
What changes you have to make to play thick ball cricket?
As we see Dudley Charles from the river end bowls to Anderson Charles, short, and he hammers this one through the cup. That's 4 runs. Lovely shot there. This one was short outside the off-stump, begging to be hit.
An attempted slower ball.
Yes, but as we've said, he's bowling well within himself. He's probably looking to get the ball to swing a bit, but this one pitched just too short, and that's meat and drink for Anderson Charles. He is on the back foot and hammering it through the cover so far between Khan and the other, and Khan and Lee John.
We cannot see
down to the boundary, down to the boundary for 4.
We cannot see.
So you're saying about the adjustment. We'll come back to that. As it's Dudley Charles from the river end bowling to Anderson Charles, short again, and this time he guides it to the man at backward point there, Jadel Cyril, and no run, well fielded.
Well fielded,
And the score remains on 29 without loss after over number 5. And
that last ball there should have hit the ropes. He didn't place it well. It was slow again. It was up. It was the same delivery, a little fuller, and he should have done more.
Well, what we saw there was just a change in shot selection. I thought he should have hammered this one through the offside, but instead he tried to guide it, use the pace to guide it. And what we would normally call a get not shot, because this was a little slow. The most you'd probably get maybe a single. So from the terrace end is a change of bowling. Is Jadel Cyril to Scotty Justin, and he flicks this one off the hip down to a long leg where it's Wape who runs in and picks up a single, taking the score on to 29 without loss. I mean, over number 5.
So I like what I see in the Gros Islet team. They seems to be active. They are running. They are moving. They are prepared for this. They are going to fight. And that is what we need to see.
So it's Jadel Cyril from the terrace and bowls down the leg side. Let's see if it got brush onto the thigh. Oh, it's a wide.
It's a wide.
Umpire
It's
Sipal
another
signals wide.
No, I think
Is he reversing the decision? Is he reversing the decision?
I think the umpire, the batter did indicated to him that it may have come off his pad. And I think the umpire reversed the decision. I did not see the sign to reverse it. I did not see the sign. Yeah, I did not see the sign. Yeah.
So for now, we will
it's a wide. It's 30, so it's a wide.
30, so
it's
wide.
Wide,
So
yeah,
Jadel Cyril again. This time in the air, just shot up, and it might be a run out. And from my vantage, he didn't take the ball.
Yeah, he didn't.
But it was a good attempt there by Donan Edward to take the catch, and not taking the catch, he was able to stop the ball and threw in, and the keeper there not gloving the ball, and a chance goes a begging.
Charles has gone to cover point and point there in the air a couple of times. And both times there were possible chances, having the fieldman be in the right position. I think the captain should pay attention to that.
And don't forget, as I said, if you've been following the game, you would know that that's one of his pet shots. So
it could always die at what you like in this game. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, your bread and butter shot can always cause your downfall. Yeah.
Jadel Cyril again. This time to Justin and off the
gloves. Wicketkeeper gloves.
No, it probably came off the keeper's glove.
Yeah, off the keeper's glove.
Yeah. So. And if you notice, Jadel Cyril tonight as well, he's not trying to bowl too fast.
That's right.
He's also just trying to bowl a decent line and length.
That's right.
As he runs in to bowl to Scotty Justin, he bowls again on the stump, moving away.
Beautiful.
And the keeper takes. So Justin, not the Justin we have seen the last couple of matches, really putting the ball away.
Yeah, bending his back.
Yeah, but he's just trying to survive now as Jadel Cyril bowl, and he drives at this one again, missing, and the keeper doesn't take cleanly.
I have noticed when the ball is pitched up, it does not rise. A lot of people who've been bowled here at pitch up deliveries, the ball hit below halfway mark of the stump. So it is something that I don't think the players have observed it, but I have. And this is another good indication. That ball also was pitched up. And he went for the shot, and the ball went low. Both ends, it happens at both ends. Now, I don't know why.
Well, one of the things, having been playing the tournament, one of the things I noticed is that depending on the ball, I think the quality of the ball determines whether the ball makes some height or not. Because the more tape on the ball,
is right, the less bounce.
The less bounce.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we will be back with over number 7.
Yeah, good.
And it's Dudley Charles taking it up from the river end. Pastor.
Yes. Dudley comes in, bowls. Charles outside the off stump, looking to run it down. May have opened the face, closed the face. Or it was a little too wide. Misses. Wicketkeeper did not pick up cleanly. I'm a wicketkeeper myself, and sometimes the tip ball can be very hard to pick up. You really need soft hands to cushion this ball. Dudley, broad shoulders, bowls, again, beaten outside the off stump. Again, what is he trying to do?
Well, that's his pet shot, Pastor, and he's going to his pet shot.
You've said that repeatedly.
He's trying to run it down, and as we normally say, those type of shots, these are getting out shots. And you remember Carl Hooper?
That's right.
Carl Hooper used to get out a lot playing those sort of tickles, if we could call it.
So as a batter, you must know, tonight it's not working for me. Let me do something else. Comes up, ball, full. It was a low full toss, and it's hit down to Langan, just one more. A full toss is a better ball than a short ball in cricket today, especially a low full toss.
Yes.
I've seen too many batsmen get out of full toss deliveries, and a short ball, he can put it anywhere. I saw Phillips bowl today, and he was trying to kill himself on a dead wicket.
Well, with the full toss, when the batters realize the full toss, the eyes light up and they lose their shape.
It's a scoring delivery.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So we are doing well. But I was commenting about Charles, the bowler here. I noticed over the months he developed some broad shoulders, strong biceps, and here he comes in now to bowl to Charles, and that is hit, and that's going to be caught. That's over the bowler, over the fielder head at cover, and they just get one. It looked like it had more steam on it, but apparently he did not hit it hard.
I think what happened there, because the bowler is not bowling too quick, the ball bounced a little more than he anticipated, so he did high up on the bat.
Yeah.
So he was able to loop over the lead John at extra cover,
Yes,
and they were able to pick up a single.
Charles to Scotty. Bowls, shot, pull of the back foot, past the man, and that is running into the boundary. Is it going to get there? No, it's picked up, and it's, whoa, beautiful cricket. Picked up one-handed, and in one motion got it, one bounce into the wicket keeper. That is beautiful.
Yes, that was a good bit of fielding there by, it looked like Marvel Cyril, who ran around from long on to almost a mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket position, picked up in one motion and a good throw back to the keeper. So good cricket.
Why would you say baseball players throw the ball better than cricketers? Or do you agree with that? And you've watched baseball sometimes. I watch it.
Yes.
And you've seen the return. You've seen a baseball player in the outfield throw the ball, right?
Yes.
To me, they're always more accurate and flatter than than fielders.
Because you
cricket
see,
why?
Because passer throwing is an art, and in baseball, the baseballers they fine tune that art. Because
a mighty shot off the edge, and that is going to go into the boundary of 4 more. Charles was looking to hit that over long on. Mighty sweep of the bat, and he took the outside edge, and the ball fly past the second slip. That would have been a dolly to a second slip fielder, and it ran into the third man boundary for 4.
Yes, so Anderson Charles again going after the ball. This one was pitched up, and tried to hit it over top, but still able to get off the edge and down to the boundary for 4.
Outside your stump. Not wide, but again he tried to run it down again to third man. Didn't make contact. So we were talking about throwing the ball. Likes of Viv Richards, Gus Logie, that generation throwed the ball well.
Yes.
But now comes in ball. Again, that one must be a wide, umpire signal wide. Again, Charles is trying at number 23 on his back, trying to hit that through the covers. Again, it's too wide.
Yes, Pastor, because you see, we have some players who are just natural. Now, a couple of years ago, they brought in even some players, some baseball coaches to assist.
Wide again.
With even the fielding.
Wide again, no runs. The wide sitting the umpire signal. You will see.
Yeah, and even though it's all the same about the slide and so on, all
that's
this
right.
came from baseball.
Yeah, that's right. We even had our cricketers train in Miami with a football team. Comes and hey, that a baseball team.
At one time, West Indies had a fielding coach with a baseball background.
That's right. From the USA. I remember that.
So baseball has all the attributes of what some of the skills in cricket.
Outside of the off stump again, and it's another wide. Well, he must pay attention to that. Because sometimes when you bowl so many wides, you end up playing a 20-26.
Yes.
You know, Labbe bowled 28 wides in a game. So that means you gave 28 runs away, and you have to bowl how many? Another 4. That is hit again. But there could be a run out. No, good flat throw. Wow, but it caused the wicketkeeper to really move to get to it. And Charles just dashed back into the sun. He made his ground.
A good bit of fielding there by Donald Edwards. And Donald Edwards is a very good fielder. Yeah. A very strong throw as well.
Yeah. From the terrace and ball to Charles. And outside of the off stump again. But a wide signal. The batters don't talk to each other on strengths and weaknesses. And you may be strong outside your stump, but today you may lapse on it. And you would have your teammate will tell you, let's work on something else until you start sweating and you get it. But you keep on doing the same thing over and over. Again.
Well, Pastor, sometimes you don't have the repertoire, the shot repertoire
to try other things.
To try other things, yes.
Yeah, it happens.
So you have to play well within your limitation.
Beaten aside yourself. He's pushing out a wide delivery. He came forward. He was committed. And let me give the bowler credit for this. Because I think the ball was not too far from the off stump, probably the 4th stump line. And he came forward, pushing at it. The length was good. The line was good. And the ball moved away into the wicketkeeper glove.
Well, I think it was a very good over bowl by
Very good, yeah.
by Jadel Cyril. Apart from the edge, which went for four, he had Anderson Charles driving and missing. You could see that he was working on something, and there was also maybe a half chance to Don and Edward at backward point where the ball fell just a little short.
Just a little short, yeah.
But you could see them working on something, and Dudley Charles may be in a similar vein, just working on just on about the off stump.
So we can say we can see the ploy tonight that Gros Islet definitely have a plan,
Yeah, there's a
and it's
plan.
working out
Right.
because Millet has not had the opportunity to go free, go berserk in hitting sixes. By the and 1-6 has not been hit tonight.
Yeah, but the good thing about it, they have not lost a wicket as
That's
yet.
right. Comes in both. Scotty hit that in the air,
Shot.
pass point. That's going to go into the boundary. Yes, it does. 4 more. Beautiful shot. Again, another shot ball.
Yes, and-
Stand up. The shot ball actually stands up on a good wicket. When you bowl shot, the shot ball actually stand and wait for you. Say, hit me.
Well, one thing I always tell my players, Pastor, is if you don't have the pace, you should not be trying to bowl half trackers.
Yeah,
And this instance, Marvel Charles bowled no pace to half tracker, and he got the correct treatment.
Very, very much so. Well, in the days of West Indians, the 4 horsemen, a shot ball was a death sentence
Yes, yes.
because it was quick, and these men were big men, tall men. Sylvester Clark and company comes in bold, pitch up, full ball, very good delivery. It puts to Lawan. Lawan run off the boundary, stop it, 30-yard area there, just 1 run. Today we have a lot of fast bowlers in the Caribbean, but short men.
Yes.
The effectiveness of fast bowling is to bounce that ball. And if you do not have the height, you'll get licks. And that's why we are number 9, 8, and 7 in the world in the game. We are real back, our bowling. And our batting is as bad. I'll talk to you about something in a while coming up. Bold shot, and that is old. That is not going to go into the boundary. Did not come off the bat or high on the bat. Lobbed. And just one more. There is something happening to our cricket in the Caribbean where our batters cannot leave a whole career. Cannot, because we have Darren Bravo, we had Sawan, we have even Jimmy Adams. All of these guys couldn't live through a full career. It stopped something. There must be a reason why this happened. Comes the ball, beaten outside your stump, a faster delivery, came off the pad, bit the wicket keeper into the boundary.
It didn't touch. It didn't touch any
It didn't-
wide.
Empire signal wide.
Empire signal
From
wide.
here, it seems to me, came off his pad. So I'm looking at our batting in the Caribbean. Apart from Viv, who averaged 50, Lara, who averaged 50, and Shandapol, who averaged 50. Nobody averaged 47. In the Great West Indies team, nobody got to 47.
Well, I think our batters, the mental ability is what has been letting them down.
That is worked. And that's wide, that's down the leg side again. And he's trying to put in a little more. He's bending his back a little more again. But somehow, when they come over with the tip ball and they drop, now it depends on where you drop it from. And I've seen too many wides bowl in this competition. I don't think our players really practicing the tip ball because practice is going to help. There he comes in, bowls down the leg side again. If you look at his motion, his action, he comes in slowly and he's actually bowling the ball down the leg side. The ball is not, his head is not coming straight up.
And there's a little lean towards
That's
the
right.
outside.
That's right. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I've seen this young player, because he plays for my team in the hardball
Okay.
competition, the South Catchers Cricket Association. He represents the South Catchers in the 19s. And just on the weekend, they played a game and they had the team, it was a 13-over affair because of the bad weather. And up to about the 10th over, the team was just about 116 for 5 or so. And the team ended up scoring 170 odd.
He comes in again on the way, bowls down the leg side again. Again, you must watch his action. You can see it happening. When he comes in, now a lot of guys don't come up straight and their head fall this way and the arm go this way. Now they will go around the wicket now to try and solve the problem, but that's not the problem. Because when they're left on the common bat, he does the same thing.
But I think with him, one of the things I think he does a lot at the park he just runs in and just tries to bowl as fast as he can.
Young man.
Yes.
Young man. Take one. You don't blame him for that.
Yeah,
but you talk to him softly.
Yeah, but you still need to be able to bowl a good line and length.
Yeah. Bowl outside the stump. That was shot, kept low, and the umpire. So he's having all kinds of trouble out there. The umpire signaled no ball, and here comes the signal. It's a free hit. So what is going through his head?
Well, there are some players who you would speak to, they will take advice. But there are some players, you would speak with them and it just goes in one ear and goes out through the next.
So Bape is talking to him, a senior member of the team, and I guess he's saying to him, don't worry to bowl fast. Take your time. That's right. Get your rhythm right. Don't look for pace. Look for length and line. I think that's what Bape is saying to him.
Yeah, if you notice how Dudley, Charles,
started.
And Jalil Cyril bowl, well within it. They can bowl quicker.
Yeah,
but they go well within themselves.
Here he comes again. Bowls. Outside of your stump, a mighty swing at it. But the umpire agreed it was a legal delivery. So Scotty missed out on scoring of that free hit. So young men like that, they must learn early, get wickets. As a bowler, get wickets. You're a batter, score runs, find a way. Find a way to do it. The coach can tell you everything that he can, but you must go out there and do it.
Yeah,
so you must listen, you must learn.
Yes.
Yeah. And the reason why there are coaches is because the coach gives you, I'll come to that in a while. Hey. Bowler comes in, ball, shot, and that is hit in the air, that's going to be out. It is, and he takes, he drops it. What happened there? It was the softest of dismissal. He really went casual for it. And the ball may have hit him on his fingers. He just couldn't hold on to it. What do you think happened?
Well, I think the bowler was overconfident there. And again, you notice he was pitching the ball in short.
Yeah, that's right.
So really and truly, he got away with murder there. I mean, and it almost
gave
paid off for him.
Yeah. Let's take a look at his action and where he drops that ball. I think he's dropping this ball right in front of his face, and that's too low. It's always going to be short while he tries to get the ball as fast. Here he comes in. Okay, that's right. Down the leg side, and that's again. And somebody must step up to him and actually talk to him. And I don't think he's a happy guy. He's waving his hands. It's nobody's fault, young man. You have to go and do it better.
Yes, I think he needs to just slow it down a bit and just try to get the ball in a good line. From ball one, he's just running and just trying to bowl it as quick as he can.
So that doesn't mean, listeners, that doesn't mean he's a bad cricketer. You know, it just means he's not controlling this moment. This over, he's not controlling it. And all he has to do is to learn to control it. Here he comes in again, balls. Outside of the stump, that's a better delivery. It was faster, back of a length, and there was the batsman almost going back to try and work it through the offside. And the ball just beat the bat. He must be so relieved as his captain is.
But you see,
end of the over.
There's some players, whether it's a batter or a bowler, who they have adopted some bad habits. They have adopted some bad habits.
Yes.
And it's very difficult to break those bad habits. And I think this youngster is probably a victim of what we're talking about.
Well,
he has some bad habits, and in the harder ball version, and it's just difficult to break it now.
Yeah, okay. Scotty in strike, number 11 on his bat. And who is the bowler? The bowler? That is
Cyril.
Oh, Cyril. I think Cyril mom is not here. I think she's in St. Vincent now.
Yes, the women's
Cyril comes in, bowl, roll his arm over. Tall gentleman, not fast at all. This one just on Midland leg stump, and Scotty just push it dead bat effortlessly into a short cover.
I think Marvel needs to just take a look at what was happening there now.
Yeah. And the umpire is signaling. Wide. So Cyril, tall, and I've seen him bowl with good control.
Yes.
Very promising cricketer.
Yes.
Like all the other guys, including the young man who had a terrible over a while ago. Comes in, bowl, back of a hand, and that come down to the third man, that could be a single. Oh! Direct hit would have been a serious matter.
Yes, the umpire would have been called into play.
Yeah, it would have been a serious matter. Again, number 7.
Donnan Edwards.
Donnan Edwards. Now, as a batter, I would know I don't risk a single on his right arm. Cyril, outside of your stump again. Oh, drop.
And that was a getting out shot.
That was a getting out shot. Again, wide outside of your stump. And Scottish Charles this time just stood his ground and just had not a big swipe at it, but
Just
tried
trying to
get
run it down
yeah,
again.
Yeah, again. Good bowling. Cyril, bowls, Charles, run that down, but straight to the man who is around the 30-yard circle. At long on.
A high shot just to pick up a single. I mean,
Third man, that's right. But you could give him, there's no slip fielder. So you could give him the little benefit of the doubt, but it's a high risk shot. Scotty, outside your stump, a wide signal. Cyril must get this wide. He must get this right, because every wide ball, you re-bowl it and the score goes up by one, and you will have to come back and get it. He's almost straight, Scotty stands.
It's 59 without loss.
Push.
In the 10th over.
59 without loss in the 10th over. It's going to be 6. Look at Scotty's stand. He's almost standing straight. Today, we say in the game, hit past the bowler, and the man at long on is coming around, dive. It is stopped. So what happened? One man was coming from mid on wide, and the other one on the other side, and somehow the lack of communication, inexperience showed there, and the batsman was able to get one run.
But Pastor, let's just go back to this over where the ball was guided down to Donald Edward at what would you call it, more a short third man, right? But Donald just took a couple seconds to throw to the keeper. Had he thrown right away, the batsman could have been in a lot more trouble. He just took a couple seconds just to settle himself to throw the ball.
Yes. So this is the halfway mark, 10 over. The cricket commentary is brought to you the kind compliments of Eagle Freight and Brokerage Services for all your shipping needs, import, export, from anywhere around the world to your doorstep at a price that you can afford. Call Jabaris and he will meet your very needs. Your take on the first half?
Well, I think it was a very good first half. I don't think we can give any of the teams the advantage at this point in time. They're both playing very, very well, feeling each other out still at the halfway stage. The bowling has been very, very good. Not many wides. The batsmen have rode their luck well. Anderson Charles has been the aggressor, and now and then Scotty has chipped in a bong there and there. But I think it's even Stevens at this point.
At 60 without loss, I would favor the batting side position. Now in the last 10 overs, you have all your resources packed in the hut, so you can throw everything at the bowling side. However, Gros Islet has kept it together. In spite of a few wides have been bowled, one no ball, they have kept themselves together, and they are getting ready for the last push. I think that it's even Steven. I will agree with you. It is even Steven now. And from here, we would be able to have a clear view as to who is going to take control in the second half of the first innings.
Yes, because one of the things that happens is the moment you start to lose wickets, the momentum starts to decrease.
And the run rate falls back.
That's
and
right.
Create pressure in the hut. The person coming out with his head full of information. Be careful on all this kind of thing. Yeah.
So it's all to play for in the second half of the first inning. We will just have to see what sort of strategy the Millet team, the batters, put before us here. Are they going to step up? Or are the Gros Islet team bowlers, are they going to continue to keep a tight noose on the batters? Because so far, they have not been able to run away.
That's right.
The batters have not been able to run away with the scoring.
Now, I also noticed that from the Gros Islet point of view, the Sri Lankan, what's his name, has not bowled. He bowls spin, and he's very deceptive. He's very fast. That is
Lock.
I don't remember his name. In the last game, he bowled really impressive, and that could just be the captain is using him as Donny uses Bravo. Whenever on the 12 over, you throw him the ball and tell him, well, come ahead and do what you have to do for us. So it's all open, and let us wait and see what is going to happen. But so far, the Gros Islet bowlers have done okay.
Yes. I think the Gros Islet bowlers have stuck to the task. Apart from there's this one over from Marvel Cyril, who was not able to settle. I think the
Yes,
Gros
yes,
Islet
yeah.
bowlers have stuck to the task, stuck to the plan, and have kept the Millet batsmen in check.
In check. The people are coming in, supporters of both teams are filing in slowly, but they are gathering here, and the umpires are back on the field, and we are ready to start the 11th over.
Yes, so we just had a quick strategic timeout
Yeah.
at the halfway mark.
It was an eagle freight timer.
Eagle free timeout.
Yeah.
So if you have goods coming, you intend to get some goods out of the US or Europe, you can check with Eagle Freight,
Yes.
and they will surely do some good service for you.
Now Gros Islet is back on the field and they are gathering. The captain is, I'm not sure who is taking the ball, but I'm sure they know because they're just coming from a short meeting.
Yes.
So the energy, they have kept good energy.
Well, I think Canal Cockrell will replace Marvel Cyril.
So you have played with all these young men and you know them.
Well, well, a couple of them actually play in our league, hardball league. Yeah, so
Do you still play hardball? In
no,
the league?
no. At this point, I'm just happy to manage from the sidelines, a little advice here and there.
I stopped a while now.
But if my team is playing and it's a situation where we need to fill in one player, two players, I will just to make sure that we
Get the 11.
get the 11, yes. But apart from that, I think we have enough players around to keep things going.
So it's 63 after 10 and here you go.
So it's Canel Cork, and this one is up to the bat, and Anderson Charles was looking to hit it straight back and just beaten there. And tonight, what I've noticed, a lot of the guys who were bowling with some venom, tonight they've
that's
slowed it down a bit. The
That's
Canel
right.
Cork, for example, I know he's bowling just from a couple of steps and just getting the ball along there, and the full delivery, that will go for 4.
That will go.
This was a full delivery on about the leg stump, just meet and drink there. And Anderson Charles, although it didn't connect properly, he had enough bat on it to get it to the boundary, and there's nobody at square leg. There's a man almost a straightish mid-wicket, but he had no chance. So 4 runs to Charles. This one up in the air, will it be caught?
I don't
But the fielder is into the boundary before.
Are we seeing a change, a shift in gear here?
Well, it looks so, but we must say that the 2 balls bowled so far have not really been, the last 2 balls have not really been the best.
I noticed Elcock run up is so short. He got up to the stump so quick that he just apparently just tossed the ball. That's the ball before this one and went for 4. Here he comes in again.
Alcock bowls again. This time it's down the leg side and wide. So the score moves on to. We'll give it a score in a bit.
Yes,
72.
72, yeah.
72 without loss. I mean, over number 11. Can Alcock bowling over the wicket. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps and bowls, and this one he drives it down the ground. Straight to Marvel Cyril. Not having a good night tonight, but able to stop this one.
Yeah.
And restricts the batsman to a single.
I think Gros Islet must take it easy. Take it easy and take control, because this is not good. This is already 2 fours or 6 and a 4 already in the over.
Can bowl short, and Scotty pulls this one bounce. To Marvel Cyril again. Picks up a single. 73. 74 without loss. I mean, over number 11, don't forget. 20 overs aside. As Canel Cork into Anderson Charles. This one,
slower.
a slower delivery, but it's
Down the legs.
just heading down the leg side, and again he escaped it with murder there and passed.
Yeah, he did. It was a slower delivery, and that's the effectiveness of the slow delivery, because the batman, when he saw the ball was well on the leg stump, he really opened up his eye and his shoulders to clear the fence.
Right.
But he swings so early that the ball cannot into his chairs.
And that's one of the things. With the slow deliveries, we're looking for power rather than
Right.
timing.
That's right. That's right. But in the tip ball, you really need power.
Well, I still believe timing has its
It
place.
always, yeah, it always does. Yeah.
And there's a bowling change, as you call it.
Yes.
The left arm, what's his name? Lock.
That's right.
Laxman.
Latchman, that's right. Latchman. I was looking
Passad,
for it.
Yes,
Latchman.
Laxman.
So,
Left arm, and he has a very quick delivery.
in the 12 over, yeah.
Yes.
Note that.
So he's round the wicket, bowling to Scotty, slow up, outside your stump. Scotty, Justin just watched it go to the keeper. Was probably thinking of hammering it for the outside, but I think he just had second thoughts, just want to have a look at one or two deliveries
That's
first.
right.
As it's Latchman Passad from the terrace end, bowling to Scotty Justin, short, and he cut down to Donan. There might be an overthrow. No, Anderson Charles losing his bat and just taking his eye off the game for a bit and not able to capitalize on the overthrow. This was Lee John there at short third man, and they run through for a single. So it's Latchman Passad to Anderson Charles. Short, and he pulled it high and hard. It's gone.
First 6.
That's 6, the first 6 of the match. This one was short, and Anderson Charles was on the back foot and waiting, and just pulling this one over square leg for 6.
It's something about cricket. This is the guy I believe would be the ace bowler tonight, and the first 6 came off him. It doesn't matter who you are. When you come out, you got to perform. You must put the ball in the right areas at all times.
So Passad, full and drive, just short of the man at extra cover, and it's going down to the extra cover boundary, and they pick up 2. Good running there by the batters.
Very good running.
This one was tossed up again outside the off stump, and Anderson Charles was driving just short of the man at short extra cover, and picked up 2. So it looked like Millet is currently
83.
on the move. 83. Oh, this one he just guided down to a short third man where it's Lee John again who comes around and picks up just ahead of Khan Elcock.
Yeah.
So it's Passad again. Passad will be bowling to
Scotty.
Scotty Justin. Short again, and he tries to whip it. Wide called by umpire Sipal. Wide call and signal.
I think Passad is everywhere with that ball. He's short, he's wide, he's on the leg side, he's right out the off stump. He did not warm up.
Yes,
He really did not warm up.
Passad again to Justin, short and long leg side again.
Another one.
Another wide.
That's all I would say.
So it looks like the Gros Islet team is kind of losing the plot now.
Yeah. It's 85, so 14 have come up this over.
Wow. Kind of losing the plot now. The ball short again, and he hits it just to the right of the man at coming from backward point, and the man on the boundary there, who is Donan Edward, runs in, picks up. So single. So very good over for the Millet team.
Very good over.
2 overs for the Millet team since the
Second
break.
overs after the break, yeah. I don't have the benefit of the replay, but I think Scotty closes the face of the bat. He apparently hits through the line of the ball and does not wait on the ball. Outside the stump, that shot of a good length ball. And when he comes in looking for power so much, he comes, he closes the face of the bat because he's been missing that shot repeatedly. Charles too suffered a bit, but he had been connecting a few. And if he's connecting, that means that's going to be trouble for Gros Islet.
Well, Scotty Justin is he's not hitting through the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not hitting through. He's hitting down, over and down on the ball.
Yeah.
So it's a bowling change here. It's Sitolin,
Dabbed.
Cyprian, Surveys, right. Cyprian Surveys. He's bowling from the river end, and first ball again, a shot outside the off stump, and Scotty Justin just played it into the offside and picked up a single. So it's Cyprian Surveys in bowl.
Well, beautiful.
Just dabs it into the offside again.
Yeah.
Almost premeditating that he is just going to only look for a single there.
And he goes low to play that shot. He bends both knees in playing that shot.
So he surveys 2 balls so far and 2 runs as he's into Scotty Justin bowl, foolish, and he drives to the left of the man at mid-wicket who runs back, picks up another single. So in the context of the last 2 overs, good going so far for,
yes, sure.
Survey.
Millet is picking up.
So Cyprian Survey bowls it high. That's gone. That's 6 runs.
That's
gone. This one was pitched up and right in his arc.
Yeah.
Hit this one high over long on. That's somewhere in the gas station area now.
Well,
so Millet's certainly 7 over the tempo.
At that pace, you don't pitch up to the bowler, to the batter. You don't bowl short. At a military medium pace, you really have to hide that ball. Do all you can.
Sitting bowls full, and it's gone! He dropped it!
He dropped it. Oh wow.
My goodness.
Apparently he had it. And they got one.
And it's all happening here. It was hit there to the man at a short, fine leg position. A full delivery, which should have been straight over the fence actually. But it got the top edge and it went to the man there at the short, fine leg. Put it down. So surveys into Scotty. He has a big swing at it off the edge and it goes down to the boundary for 4.
Well,
so fast it's all happening.
The happy hour.
The happy hour started a lot earlier than we expected.
Now, that catch he dropped there, he went down like installments. 1 minute I thought he had the ball and was firm. And apparently he loses his footing. So, I mean, it's unfortunate. That catch should have been taken. And he did well to get hands to it. And he held onto the ball. But coming down.
But it was straight at him. So it should have been taken.
It should have been taken.
It was not hit at any pace, actually. Because it was more or less.
It should have
It came off the edge.
Yeah. So that guy is there. Yeah. Well, I think Gros Islet, the game is really getting hard for them here, and they must do what they have to pull it back. Too many runs have scored at the first 3 overs. We are 101, they were 71. So in 3 overs, 30 runs have been scored.
So Passat bowls to Anderson Charles. He sits down to long on where the man comes up the boundary. Jadel Cyril, and he gets 1. So of the 4 wheels on the cart, Pastor, 2 wheels have already come off.
Yeah. Well,
so
I would say 2 is shaking. I will not say come up.
This one, he plays it into the backward point region where Cyril runs around to his left and picks up and throws, but not before the batsman went through for a single.
Yeah. So we'll say 2 is shaking. They still have time to really pull it back together.
This time he hits it just over the bowler's head, down to long off where the man runs and they pick up 1. They were contemplating a second. They were contemplating a second, but decided against it. So
very interesting phase.
Yes.
Very interesting phase. Millet is on the attack.
Yeah, Millet is on the charge.
So the confidence the skipper have in what's his name?
Anderson Charles and Scotty Justin.
Yeah, no, the bowler. He gives him the ball
Passat.
instead of the bad over. Passat.
This time he drives and there may be a run out.
Again, that should have been
risky run there, but the man at mid-wicket a little too slow there, Pastor.
No, he did everything wrong. Collected too slow, threw it too slow. Everything was
and
wrong.
The batsman was through for a single.
Yeah.
Passat again too short, and that's 6 more. It's gone. High over mid-wicket, and that's 6 more there to Anderson Charles. And when you bowl a half-trackers to a batsman whose eye is in, see the ball as big as a tractor, that's the result you get.
That he could have put that anyway. He could have gone, well, I saw just someone hit it through the offside. He could have, and what he did, he pulled it.
Anderson
he's on 65?
He's on 65.
He's on 65.
He certainly crept up past us
Yes,
there.
we did not notice.
We didn't notice. He's on 65. And Latsman Passat so far has gotten it all wrong.
Yeah.
This time he drives down the ground and picks up a single, and the batsman certainly going into overdrive since the break. I'm not sure what they had to drink at the break.
So it's 111 without loss after over number 13, after over number 14. 6 overs left. all the batters are in the shed. So Millet, I can say at that rate, at 10 and over, 70 plus, that can get to 181 runs.
Well, they have certainly have a very good platform set,
Yes,
a
sir.
very good foundation.
Yeah.
So the
And-
captain has decided that he has had enough of his second string bowlers.
Yeah.
So he's gone back to his opening bowler in Donan Edward, trying
So-
to bring some sort of
The-
stability.
The Millet openers have done well, but they have been aided too through some poor fielding, poor catching.
And poor bowling as
and,
well.
and poor bowling
from
as
one
well.
or two of the bowlers.
Yes, so that could really put them into some serious issues coming down to the last five overs.
The bowling after the first 10 overs
Was very good.
was very good,
Yeah.
but since then they've probably withered away a lot of the good.
Yeah.
This one is quick delivery.
Notice it was pitch up, and it did not get too
Yes,
far.
kept a
out.
little low. Yes.
Now at his
So-
speed, he should keep on pitching that ball out, but
Well-
not too in his zone, because it doesn't matter how fast you are. If you are in the zone,
Yeah, you're
the
gonna
bat,
go.
you will go. You
Yes.
will go.
Well, you'll get that from Donald. He's going to bowl as fast as he can. Comes in, bowls two, and then he drives through the cover. But there's a fieldsman on the boundary. Dudley Charles picks up. But a good square drive there from Anderson Charles. Planting the front foot down and hammering it through the cover region for a single.
I like his action, and of course his arm coming around. Lightning speed.
Bowls. This one is right up there. And if he continues to bowl this sort of deliveries to Scotty Justin,
That's right. That's
they will
right.
just be dot balls.
But Scotty does not come across. Just pitch up the ball on the off stump, just on the fourth stump or fifth stump line.
More stand and deliver.
Yeah, and place the field on the offside, and let's see what happens.
So Don Edward bowls, slow delivery,
Oh, it's unfortunate.
and it's a wide.
It's unfortunate, yeah.
But Pass, I don't know if you know, but in the hardball cricket, Don and Edward, he's a leg spinner.
So these guys are so talented. These guys are so
He
talented.
has represented the country, yeah, at the senior level. Don Edward bowls this one short, but he scored again, hitting over the top of the ball, and picks up a single.
So he played for the senior national team.
Senior
as
national
a leg
team.
spinner.
As a leg spinner.
You know that the top 10 bowlers in T20 today, 9 leg spinners and 1 fast bowler.
So Donald Edward 2,
Oh,
Anderson Charles
he foxed him all the way out.
going for a big swing there and missing outside the off stump.
That's the beauty. It was slow. It was on a good length, and he did not see that. He saw the length though, where he could have really hammered that ball, but it was so slow. He was a decade before the ball arrived.
That's right. Donald Edward bowls slow, delivery again on short. Again slow.
He hit it into the ground because it was so
Yes.
slow.
Yes, beaten for pace in terms of slowness of the delivery. And in the end, decent over compared to the last couple of overs we've had.
Alex, I'm really enjoying this. I think it's not going to be a one-sided affair because Gros Islet is really pressing Millet. Unfortunately, they have not taken the chances, and Millet is made to leave, enjoy these chances, and they're making them pay now. But it's a good contest.
Yes.
Running in and bowl, and the batsman to score, and it's even going to get harder now for Gros Islet.
Yes.
Because at 114 without loss after 15,
15.
the last 5 overs, it could be a lot of runs could flow.
And well, what has happened now, the captain has now brought back some of his better bowlers.
That's right.
He has brought back Donald Edward, and now he's bringing back Lee John.
That's right.
So he's looking to stem the flow of runs
Yeah.
at this point with another 15 gone.
Yeah.
Another 5 overs to go. So it's Lee John from the terrace end bowling to Scotty, and he whips this one off the hip. And they're through for a single where Lachman Prasad runs in from the mid-wicket boundary and picks up.
But why would the captain come in so late after the first 4 overs after the break? And his fifth over he bowled was not a bad bowler at all, and he can't bowl 4 overs in the game.
So
15.
Lee John bowls this
that's
one is
in
up
the
in the air. Somebody's getting it.
It has never been
Jadel
caught.
Cyril.
It has never been caught.
And he misses out there. And they go for 2.
I want to note here to you, this ground, more catches have dropped on this ground than any ground in the world. because the lights are low, and anytime the ball go past the light, most of the players can't even touch the ball. Like we see what happened there. Not his fault. He couldn't judge it.
Yes. So it's Lee John bowls. This one is trying to work it to the onside. Good comeback delivery.
Very good comeback delivery. The big hitters, you put the ball on the body. You don't have that space to swing. So he chokes him out.
So Lee John in slower. Again, planting that front foot down, trying to hit it to the onside. Comes off the bottom edge, and the keeper effects the stop.
That is superb bowling. You cannot ask for more.
Yes.
Brands is not coming off the bat. So this young man is doing a wonderful job.
Yes.
Wonderful job. Let's hope he can finish the over.
Restricting the score.
Yes, yes.
John Bowles. This one again, just about on the off stump. So a little quicker.
So these are free deliveries that has hit him. So when the ball is on him, he has to invent other shots to get out. But he insists on trusting his shots.
Yes.
And it's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah.
So it's Lee John who was, for the moment, just slowed down the run rate a bit. He's gone wrong the wicket. This time, drives back at him and he does well to stop it. And a
Fantastic over.
good end to the over past the last 3 balls or so.
Before this over started, we noted clearly that Millet was on the rise. Millet was pushing. But here, these last 2 overs, especially this one, really quiet. He bowled into Charles' body, and Charles was trying to swing that ball, but the ball was too close to his body, and he's not moving too much. If he was moving, he could have made room for the shot, but he waits the ball to come onto his body and then work it around, and he was not contacting the ball because he played across. Most of the shots are cross-batted shots.
Yeah,
cross-batted shots are power shots.
And not only that, Anderson Charles and Scotty Justin, they thrive on room.
Yes.
If you
yes,
give them
yes,
room,
that's right.
they will hit through the ball.
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
So the back if can, so they don't ever bowl 1 over, and the back if can.
Most of the hardball players do not like to bowl with the tape ball. Is that the case with the captain? Because he should be bowling.
So it's can short and hit straight to the fielder there.
That's right.
Oh, did not stop cleanly, and the batsman are through for a single.
He's sliding.
Yeah, the little
Attacking
dew on
the
the,
ball, yeah.
little dew on that's Passat there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's Khan again. He'll be bowling to Anderson Charles. Khan from the river end bowls short, and he pulls this one around. Just falling short of the fieldsman there at mid wicket. And the man from the mid-wicket boundary who is Donan Edward.
Is the captain injured? Why do you think he's not bowling a second over here?
Well, I'm not quite sure. So it's Can bowl. This time he hits it in the gap there between the man from long on, runs around Marville Cyril, picks up and single, but this one with a little more height.
Yeah. I'm noticing both batters are struggling now for the last 2 overs to get the ball away.
This one is slow, yes. Beating the slowness of the delivery.
Love it.
Looking to swing, because at this point in the game, you're looking to hit everything over the fence.
Calix, I think the battle is on. Ball versus bat. I think the battle is on.
So Khan short, and he swings this one behind square. That will go for 4. This one was short, heading down the leg side.
It was bad.
And Anderson Charles just whipping this one around, nobody behind square, and down to the boundary 20 for 4. So after bowling 2 very good deliveries, Khan just straight on the leg side. And Anderson Charles making no mistake. This time he's swinging, this one goes high, will it be caught? It goes over long on. That's 6 more.
Yes.
6 more.
Another good shot. 130.
130, and I think Khan just overdoing it with the slow ball in this over, just overdoing it a bit. It should have been a little further up to the bat on the stumps, but the slow balls were either short and wide or short down the leg side.
Yeah, for these 2 batters, we have discovered they should attack the stumps.
The stumps.
You should attack.
Fuller and on the stumps.
They like the space. They like to swing their bat. And they connect because these guys are natural hitters of the ball. Yes. It's just like Andre Russell. You give him room and he'll kill you. He'll kill you. This guy can hit the ball so hard. Put the ball on his body is a different story. Yeah.
So it's Lee John. So it's 16 overs bowl, 17 bowl.
Let's go.
So 3 overs to go, and it's Lee John who is, I think Lee John is completing his 4th over now. So his bowl is 4th over. So that means Don and Edward also probably has 1 over. So they'll need to get 1 over from somewhere. Bowl short and in the air. Will he be caught? No, he's going to fall short. Jadal Cyril is running hard from long on, and they pick up a single.
Again, that one did not come off the meat of the bat, and there was Scotty swinging, not high on the bat, no power.
Yes, but there was a little bounce on this one from Lee John. So Lee John now is going to round the wicket, and we bowl into Anderson Charles. Bowls and swinging this one and missing.
Off the pad.
So Lee John is going to round the wicket. So he's trying to get the ball going across the batsman, but what we will notice is that he's also bowling into his arc. That's where Anderson Charles loved the ball coming just into the...
So he shouldn't pitch it short at all.
Yes, so it's Lee John, ball short, and just what I'm saying, he pulls it around, but there is cover there, and Dudley Charles is on the boundary, and they pick up a single.
So far, a good over.
Good over so far?
So far, a good over.
Yes, in the context of
the scoring, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's over the wicket now. He bowls to Scotty just outside the awesome.
Beautiful bowling.
Nice.
You notice for Scotty, he floated this one a little more.
Yes.
But Scotty would not come to it because he's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed, yes.
Yeah.
He's just planting his front foot down the track.
Yeah.
As it's Lee John again. This one is quicker, and he advances of the inside edge. It goes down to Dudley Charles on the mid-wicket boundary there.
The good cricket by Gros Islet. I think they are coming back.
They pulled it back a bit.
They pulled it back a bit. They had it to par up to the 10th over. Then the first 4 overs, we saw the ball started flying. And now for the last 3, the 4th over here, we see Gros Islet stringing it back, pulling it back, pulling it back. They are not getting away. Many sixes are not being hit right now as we speak. No boundary so far in this over. Past 2 overs for that matter.
Ball, and he cuts it just to the left of the man at backward point, and he's going back for a second. He'll be run out this time. He should be run out. He's run out. One shot.
One shot.
One shot. The umpire's going to 1 shot. But 1 shot.
Just 1 shot.
So he got home.
He got home.
Well, we're not in the best position.
We're not in the best position. But it looked out from
here.
It looked out from here. But again, we're not in the best position. We do not have the...
the umpire is in the best...
Oh, so the replay shows that the umpire, the wicketkeeper did not collect the ball.
Oh, the wicketkeeper dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Okay. So the umpire again in the
right position.
In the right position.
You know, in the game, the umpire is never around. Even if you don't touch the ball and they give you out, you know you're out.
It's always in the umpire's opinion.
The umpire's opinion. Even in the replay system that comes up. I wonder why in the umpire's opinion, the ball would clip the stump, the guy is out. But because the umpire says not out, it really doesn't sometimes make much sense. Given our limitations as human beings, that's what we live with. Yeah. So again, at the end of 18, 134, and I must commend Gros Islet. They are coming back on this because they have not been able to take 1 wicket. However, Millet has not been able to run away with the score.
So he's done it with the back. He's final over balls to score the only one. Okay. This one was dead on the stumps. Justin was defending, and the bowler, Donald Edward, just ran into the offside and effects the stop. In the meantime, the batsmen go through for a single.
Oh, he's back, right?
Yes, Donald, that should be his final over. So the last over, it'll be a gamble. As Donald Edward over the wicket bowls to Anderson Charles. It's a wide.
How many wides had the Gros Islet team bowled?
About 8.
No, I think it's more than that. Maybe more than 12.
Yes. So I think the 5th bowler for Gros Islet, I mean, they've used a couple guys, but I think that's where they have gone wrong. So it's Donald Edward bowl, they drive, lovely shot. The other should come around, tries to deflect it, but it's gone over the line now. 4 runs, but a lovely drive, flowing drive there from Anderson Charles. Donald Edward was full to the bat, and Anderson Charles was driving that to the left of the man at long off, who made a valiant attempt, but it was so well struck, 4 runs.
Magnificent shot.
So Donald Edward again to this one's a full delivery, and he kicks it at the stump, and he will get an overthrow. Extra runs there.
You really cannot fault the bowler for this one.
Yes.
Yeah. The football off his boots, he tried to run him out. If he had hit the stumps, he would have been out.
But this one was a full delivery and almost Yorker limb delivery. And Anderson Charles just digging it out and calling for the single. And bowler Donald Edward not being able to get down and trying to use some footballing skills there. But he didn't give away a second run. Both slow delivery and it looks, no.
No second time.
Probably just inside the line there.
That's the risk you take when you bowl in full. You miss your length, a full ball. You miss your length, it's pitch up. Especially the bowlers who bowl Yorker. It's really a risky business. Yes. And some guys can do it fluent frequently.
Right. So Donald Edward into, he's charging down, he goes off the edge. Yes, it's off the bottom edge and it's gone down to the boundary for 4.
Yes.
So Donald Edward was running in and Anderson Charles was giving him the charge. This one not making much height, hitting the bottom edge of the bat and eluding the keeper and the fieldsman down there and went down to the boundary for 4. So fortuitous shot, but not a chance by any means.
All the cricket I have played, I have noticed when the batsman don't care if he gets out, he always score runs. He can swing his bat and drop everything.
Slowly when he picks this one up over long
It
on.
was too slow.
For 6. This one was very slow. In fact, while the ball was delivered, you could see Anderson Charles counted the number of rolls, amount of revolutions on the ball. Picked it up over long on, 6 more runs.
So what I noticed, the bowler got up there to bowl the slow ball and he really stopped the motion of his arm. In bowling the slower ball, you come with the same speed, but he really came and to bowl the slow ball. That's not how you bowl the slow ball. He stopped and gently dropped it. The batter waited and waited and waited and bang.
He telegraphed the slow ball.
Back. Yes, after every now and then the camera personalities here have to fit us, get us in the right position. 152 after 19.
Okay, after 19 there was 152. And it'll be Can Elcock to be given, he's been given the responsibility to bowl the last over. He bowls short.
That's into the boundary.
And let us see, it's 4 runs.
Yes, he did play.
Yes, so Scotty Justin was advancing, took the edge, there's nobody at third man, and it went down to the boundary for 4.
Wicketkeepers like standing up, but you must be good to stand up. That is a wicketkeeper would have just thrown.
Well, they figured that standing up, they would be preventing
the
batter, from charging down the wicket. So they're putting a third man now short, and he pulls this one around, and they pick up a single.
And that was a mistake too. Anytime your wicketkeeper is standing up, you should have a third man.
A third man, yeah. But especially at this stage of the game.
That's right. When batting is swinging here, there, and right, ball will fly off the edge somehow.
So I think at this point, the Gros there again, they've probably just lost the plot a bit after some repair work was done.
Yes.
So it's Can Elcock, and he'll be bowling to Anderson Charles.
Still a lot of chatting on the field. Wapping is coming off the boundary at third man.
Ball short and
wide again.
Wide. I think, Pastor, there's a lot of overuse of the slow ball now. I mean, they should have realized what's happening to the batters. And this one is full to the bat, and he tries to heave this one over the onside and missing. A couple more of those sort of deliveries would work.
Yeah. And don't give the batsman the room they need.
Right.
Yeah. That's all. So these 2 batters are not technical at all.
Oh, it's stumped.
Oh, beautiful.
Stumped.
And they lose, Millet lose their first wicket
in the final over of the inning.
Over of the inning. The score now is 158. To me, that sounds like more than a pass score. The wicket is good.
Yes.
The wicket is playing okay. But considering the bowling attack that Millet has, to me, that's a good score.
Yes, it's a good score in any format of the game. It's
Yes.
shorter version,
Yes,
20, T10. So it's a good score. And we saw Anderson Child just throwing caution to the wind at the last delivery.
Yes.
Advancing and missing, and the keeper did well to get him stumped short. And this one was a little quicker.
A little quicker.
And you would do that because of a new batter coming in.
Yes, yes.
So there's good thinking by Elcock.
Surprise him.
Right, so it's Elcock again, of a couple pieces into Siobhan Leo, short, and again this time it's wide.
But the intelligent thing to do is to get the single, even if you can hit the ball hard, but you just walk in, your body, your eyesight, everything is not in. Touch the ball, there is room, get a single, let the man who's been hitting the ball.
Oh, this one is short and it over mid-wicket for 6.
So again, I'm proven wrong. Again, I'm proven wrong.
So it's a final delivery of the inning.
160.
I just think the bowler just committed a cardinal error there. The ball before was right up to the bat. Batter missed. He pitched it halfway down with the half tracker. And Siobhan Leo will not miss out on that. Hit it over mid-wicket for 6.
And
165 in 20 overs.
And we said when the ball is shot, it stands up.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so you
think
cannot
about
bowl
it.
short.
If you're going to pitch the ball, if you're going to bowl the ball short, you need to bang it in short, not just drop it short.
That's right.
And I think that's what Khan did. Khan just dropped
Drop
it
it
short and said, hit me anyway.
Yes, right. Well,
So 165 in 20 overs, Pastor?
that is 8
I
runs
think,
and over.
yeah, just over 8 runs and over, but
Yeah.
I would put my small dollars now on the Millet team for now.
Yes.
I think I would give them the edge right now.
If I have to place my winning predictor, I will start off at 80-20. You know, cricket, you really cannot judge a game unless it is played out.
Right.
Because a pair, today West Indies was 99 for 5.
Right.
And they end up winning for the same
In 5, won by 5 wickets, yes.
New
Netherlands.
Zealand, England bowl out New Zealand. New
Yes.
Zealand was won, I think, 36 for 6. They bowled them out for 130. England are 112 for 7.
Yes.
You know, the game, you really cannot predict cricket. It's a game of glorious uncertainty.
Shifting fortunes.
Shifting fortunes.
And glorious uncertainties.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we have Anderson Charles.
Ooh, tough one.
Anderson Charles. Yes, we have Anderson Charles, the opening batsman from Millet here with us. Just got to 98, just missed out by 2 runs, Anderson. What can you tell us about your inning out there tonight?
Well, tonight I said to myself, you know what, I haven't scored for my team. I had to go out there to do my best. And I went out there and did my best.
Yes, and coming into this game, what sort of preparation you'll had coming into this game?
Well, coming into this game, to tell you the truth, we didn't really have no preparation. We just come into this game, just jumping into the game.
Okay, well I know you've been playing cricket for a while now. I mean you've played Albert, so you more or less use your experience there tonight and get into the 90th. But very unfortunate you didn't cross the 3-figure mark. Yeah, but it was a very good inning. But in the first 10 overs, Gros, the bowling was really tight. They had you all in shackles. But we noticed after the 10th over, you'll step it up.
Step it out,
Yeah. Was that a deliberate ploy or it just happened?
Well, that was the plan, Mark. That was the plan.
That was the plan.
That was the plan. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
we went out there and execute.
right. So if 160 odd on 165 on the board, do you think that's a winning
I
total?
will say, with my team and the quality bowling that we have, that's a winning total for us.
Okay. Well, all the best, and let's hope that you can pull through.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So here we are speaking with Anderson Charles, who had the top score of 98, just 2 runs, just falling 2 runs short in the final over of what would have been a well-deserved century passer.
Very, very good innings. He ride his chances. He played the ball on his merit. He played on his strength, and he scored a magnificent innings of 90. It's unfortunate he couldn't get to the 100 mark. It's always good to see a player when you reach there past the 100 mark.
But
however, I want to note to you that Gros Islet bowled 21 wides and 1 no ball. So that is, so really they bowled 23 and a half overs.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, and they gave away, that same 23 and a half overs, 21, they gave away 22 runs. Because 21 wides, 1 no ball.
Yes.
So when you're at a final, you have done that to yourself. You will face a score of 160, 170, 180.
Yes. But as I said earlier on, I think Gros Islet tonight they had a problem with the fifth bowler, so they tried to spread it around. But each of the bowlers that they tried to make up the fifth bowling spot, then when it come through. So all the good work that was done by Donald Edward and Jedel Cyril and Dudley Charles early on was really withered away by the second string.
I think the downfall is Latchman. And I think he is a key plan of the Gros Islet team. And when they bring him in the 12th over, that means he would bowl 4 overs and he would end the innings. And he would really check the batsman, because that's what he had been doing. But he bowled 2 overs, and I think he may have gone for 25 or thereabout. And that really, as a captain, I know you have captain, I have captain, when this is happening to you, you start looking around your team now. Who is going to help me if this too?
Well, you see, the other thing too is, as you already said, as a captain, you need to know your players.
Yeah.
You might have a player who probably would have had a bad over.
Yes, right.
But not because he has a bad over. You just need you need to just to alienate him right away.
That's right.
You know, you need to bring him back along. Because, for example, don't forget, Can Elcock, a couple matches ago, I'm not sure if it was the semi-final, the quarter-final, I think it was the semi-final. He bowled that magic final over to defend a few runs.
That's right.
Tonight, you see what happened. He is in, he is out, in, out. You know, so it didn't really give him time to settle.
The other thing is, when a bowler is not doing well in one end, you know he's a good bowler. By stretching him ends, give him the hope and a desire to start over. But you keep him at the same end. He's run up. And this works because your run up, both ends of the cricket pitch is never the same. One you may be climbing, one you may be going down. It's never the same.
But also, Pastor, you know what I also observed? That nobody came up to those bowlers.
Yeah, that I made that point earlier.
Apart from maybe Marvin Cyril when he had this bad over.
That's right.
Nobody else who had somebody came up to them and during the over and said, well, hey, I think you should try this, or, you know, do something. You know, they just
we
left
saw Boapen did that once to Marvin.
Marvin
that was it.
That was it.
And apart from that, the ball kept on flying when it flew, and nobody said anything.
Right. So they just left it to take care of itself, you know. And when the going gets tough, the tough gets going.
That's right.
You know, that's the time you need to really buckle down and you know what could have happened at some point. Call a quick meeting of the team, a couple seconds, you know, guys, hey, you know, we need to buckle up, you know, that sort of thing, you know. Because after the strategic timeout, it just went wrong. Because the second line of bowlers came in. You know.
Well, again, after the break, and you notice that in Test cricket, a lot of players, after a water break got out, you just lose concentration on what is happening. So when after the water break or the timeout, the batters, you go back and you start new. The bowlers too must go back and get it, because these few minutes you are out of the field just to cool out. Like your body kind of, cool out. You have to reset. You have to go back and get your frame, your mind.
Get back in the frame of mind.
That's right. The plan is X and X and X, and that's what we are going to do. You just don't run in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Gros Islet, I must say they had a good first half.
Very.
The second half was was very patchy.
Very patchy. Yeah.
I
very
think
patchy.
when Donan Edward came back for his first over, and also Lee John bowled his final 2 overs, they stemmed the tide a bit. But after that, the wheels kind of became
Latchman,
shaky
yeah.
again.
Yeah, and finally they did lose the 2 wheel, you say that. The 2 wheels that
It
you
came
said
off.
was coming off. I said no, it was just shaking.
Shaking, but it came off.
But it finally came
It
out
came off.
because 165, I don't think it's going to be an easy go for Gros Islet.
Well-
and I've seen the Gros Islet players play. Unfortunately, the 2 times I've seen them play, I think their batting is their
weakness.
Achilles heel. So, and now they have to face this.
Well, for sure we know Millet has a good bowling lineup, but again, we must say that you're playing cricket.
You're playing cricket, yeah.
Because Can Alcock is one of the bright upcoming stars, right? And if he were to come good tonight, I mean, we could be in for a treat. Lee John is also a young upcoming player, better known for his bowling, better known for his bowling, but of late I noticed has been scoring some runs as well.
But
so.
how many of our young players score 50s and 100s? And that's important.
Well-
Although T20 don't give you the chance if you're batting at 4, 5, 6, and 7. You don't get, especially if your openers are good, you don't get this chance. Tenduka, his first 2 seasons, he batted at number 3. He did not hit many sixes, but he scored the most runs. You need time to score runs in T20 because when you wink your eyes, the 20 overs gone already.
Well, one of the things with our youngsters these days, right? They content with 20 and 30s.
Yeah.
But nobody remembers 20s and 30s, right?
That's true. That's true.
You know,
That's
so I think it's all about the mindset. You know, they need to go out there and make sure that, you know, they score runs. You know, they get to 50, get to 100 when the opportunities provide itself.
The opening pair of our Gros Islet, Ken Alcock is a good organized batsman.
Yes.
Very good organized batsman.
yes.
And also the other opener, I've seen him
Lee
play.
John.
John
Lee
is
John.
also a good organizer.
But if Alcock, he needs to keep his head on.
Yes.
Because
Yes,
he can
yes.
get carried away.
He does get carried
Yeah,
away.
he gets
He
carried
does
away.
get carried away. Yeah.
When the adrenaline gets flowing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he has a tendency to pull back. When you pull back from the ball, you always put it in the air. And why I notice he's small toucher. When you pull back, you look for power. However, when you're looking for power, it is always going to go in the air. When the ball is closer to you, you have less power, but you have more control of the delivery.
Control, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And what is required in the open stage of the game is to have a measure of control. You want to, your team is chasing 65, 165. Try to get in the first 10 over, probably 70 or even 65. And let the last 10, without loss, or 1 or 2 wickets down. However, you build a platform. So the last 10 overs, the batters come in, know that we need 10 and over, we need 9 and over.
Well,
Let's go get it.
I think you use a very good word. They need to build a platform. There needs to be a foundation. They need to plan the inning well.
Very well.
How they're going to go
That's
about
right.
getting the runs. You
Set
know
small goals.
they know the Millet team. They know who the main bowlers are.
Yeah.
So they need to know who they're going to score the runs off.
Yes.
Right? If I get Xavier, I'm not sure if Xavier Gabriel is in. Siobhan Leo for sure is one of the good bowlers. I mean, he has a bit of pace. So you need to know that you're not going to take any risk against Siobhan Leo.
Yes.
Um,
yes.
I'm not sure, as I said, I'm not sure if Xavier Gabriel is in there, but if Xavier Gabriel is in there, he too is a very experienced bowler,
Yeah.
right? But you need to wait for the people like Brian Oliver, Gabriel is in, yeah.
At the semi-final, what I saw Millet did, they had, I think, 2 leg side fielders and bowled in the off stump. And they were so good at doing it. I was so amazed at the level of discipline and control. Each bowler, not one bowler, each bowler demonstrated. The wicketkeeper, the captain, stood up to the stump and he did not collect one ball. I think there were a couple of wides and a few, when I say a few, I mean 2 or 3 deliveries off the edge, run through the leg side, the wicketkeeper ran and pick it up. But there was no boundary on the leg side because the bowlers bowled the ball. They did not bowl short. They pitched the ball back of a length short and well up outside the some fourth and fifth stump line because the fielders, that is where they are. And Calix, the field have 1,000 positions on it. And you only have 11 men. And that's the idea about bowling. So if we can set the field, if we can bowl the right place, then we don't need the 1,000 men on the field. We can have the 11 men and let them do all our fielding for us.
But you know the thing with West Indian bowlers, right? They bowl 3 good balls and nothing happens, so they need to try
something. But you don't need
4,
to.
5, and 6.
You don't need to.
But when you look at the Australians and the Englishmen, they hit that length all the time. That length all the time. They hit for 4, they're there, they
come back there. Yeah.
But the West Indian bowlers, they bowl 3 balls, you block, 3 balls. The next ball, better dollar is going to be a short ball, or they're going to try something else.
Why?
Yeah.
In T20, you don't have to get anybody out. They get themselves out. If you bowl in length and line and the runs are not coming, the batters will take chance.
Yes,
they will take that. Yeah, they will get themselves out. You don't have to get them out, but you have to bowl. You have to keep that ball on the length.
Yeah, you have to build the pressure.
The other thing, what are your strengths as a bowler? What are your strengths as a batsman? So, we talk about the matchups. The left-hander, the right-hander bowler, the left-hander batsman, the left-hander bowler. What can you make this ball do? I noticed in the early career of Gill in the APL, Ashwin would get him LBW all the time. Even when they played for West Indies, Ashwin, this is a wicket he could count on, and Donny would just give him the ball. Early breakthrough, Gill is out. The matchup. Yeah, you must know your areas, know your strengths.
Just like Devon Smith yesterday in the game against Barbados. After the opening bowl, fast bowl a couple overs, Craig Bradford threw the ball to Rustin Chase. And in a matter of 3 balls, Devon Smith was walking back to the pavilion and just bowled through the gate. You know, I don't even recall Devon Smith playing against, I think that's Pakistan. And I think it's Hafiz or one of these.
Right. Hafiz.
Every time he saw Devon Smith, he was happy.
Yeah.
Devon Smith was back in the pavilion.
The off-spinner bowls the straight ball in the same fashion. You play for spin. That is why the bad pat technique, especially on off-spinner. The leg spinner is difficult to play, but you have more chance with leg spinner because he comes right across you. Yeah. But the off spinner is coming towards you. LBW and bowl him. Yeah. The leg spinner, however, caught wicketkeeper and the slip. So while the leg spinner is more difficult to play because the ball is leaving you, but the off spinner will kill you. He comes at you. And if you're not solid there, he go for you. But you are an off spin bowler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an off spin bowler. But your dad,
yeah, he bowled leg spin.
He bowled leg spin. Yeah.
Well, he started off bowling off spin, but he said that
too many
off spin was too easy.
Yeah.
He always liked the challenge, so he decided that he was going to try his hand at leg spin.
The Afghanistan cricketers, they say when they used to play cricket in a small area, however, you start batting from the older individual, especially the family, and every off spinner cannot get no wicket because all you have to do back and across. So everybody now started bowling leg spin.
Okay, here you go past this Leo.
Outside the spin. That was quick of a short run. Leo really pushed his shoulder into the bowling. And if you look at him, I think he don't get enough momentum. He's one who will get a lot of injuries if he continue that. Because at the speed he bowl, his body momentum does not carry that ball. It's all muscles from his shoulder. Here is Leo. Bowls. Outside the stump wide, the umpire dives, the wicketkeeper dives, and the arms of the umpire come across, indicating that this is an illegal delivery. We have to reload.
But the thing about it too, Pastor, Leo, because he being a fast bowler, his footwear is very important as well. I don't think he has the proper footwear, so he has to be very careful.
Almost in a slinging fashion, good delivery, but it is pushed on by Elcock. Elcock, left-hander.
Left-hander, yeah.
And the right-hander, who is
Lee John.
Lee John. Both of them are all-rounders.
Well, it seemed to be, yeah. Well, well, in their own right, they claim themselves to be all-rounders.
In modern-day cricket, if you're a batter, they would try to limit your use of the ball so you can develop. Because look at Chase.
Yes.
Chase was such a promising guy, and he became our ace spinner, and he can't score a run.
Right. All of a sudden, he's an all-rounder.
This have to be balanced. We have not produced a genuine all-rounder
In
since
a
when?
while.
Since
See,
when?
Marshall.
Marshall comes in both.
Well,
Push. Marshall was not considered all-rounder. He was Marshall was the greatest West Indian fast bowler. He could have done something at the back. But I don't think he was ever classed as an all-rounder.
Well,
since Bernard Julian, I think we've had.
You'd have to go back to people like
Bernard Julian.
like Harper, Roger Harper, and these guys.
The big off spinner from Guyana.
From Guyana.
The old Bulls.
Now, I was just about to say with the Leo guy, even in hardball, because he doesn't have the proper footwear, it restricts
Of course it will.
his bowling.
That's right.
Because he can bowl a pretty quick delivery, I can tell you.
Okay. Well, somebody must help him get the footwork.
Well, that's in the works.
Yes, here is Leo. Very impressive in the last game. Comes in bowl. Outside of the stump, in for the drive. That did not come up too much. Past the stumps, about midway.
Now,
John is looking to drive.
Yeah, but look at what's happening there. From ball one, they're really looking for the aggressive shot rather than trying to play themselves in,
Run the
work it
singles.
around. Yes.
There's Leo again. Balls. Full, and that is push. That should have been a scoring shot. And John is looking at the square leg umpire. Square leg umpire did not sign. It's not a no ball.
No, it's not.
John was asking. The end of the first over.
Yes. Good first over from Leo. Not trying to do too much, just making sure that he gets the ball down at the other end. The batters are trying to at least get some runs. They're trying to get some runs, but like I said, I'm not sure what the plan is, but just looking at this first over, to me, they should be looking to, at least feel it a bit, work around, get the ones and twos, try and get it up to the 8. I'm not saying get 8 right away, but
that's right,
you need to keep close to the rate.
And you must be careful you don't get too
far
back.
behind.
It
Yes.
kills you
Yes.
and the incoming batsman. So at least somebody here must be a pinch hitter. Try and
pinch
take
hitter,
some chance.
yes.
You don't go off the first over. By the third over, you can feel the pace, you can feel the length, feel the
pace,
line.
pace,
But
bounce,
somebody
yes.
needs to score runs. Here he is. Comes in both. Outside there, some
That's Charles,
Charles.
Francisco Charles.
Yes, Charles.
Yes.
So let's look at the field they are having today.
Aloysius.
Okay.
Aloysius.
For the left-hander, point, cover, made off, no, long on, and what do we have? Third man, comes in, ball, shot, oh, that was slow. There could be some trouble here. No, he's back. He was really shaping up to pull this ball, and the ball stopped upon him.
Yes.
And he waited, and just dab it down.
And I think there's a little bit of poor judgment there on the batsman's part. That should have really been a single.
It should have been. Should score runs. Score. Get into the habit of running between the wicket. Get runs. Both outside. Nice, lovely. He leaned on that and just gently knock it through the covers. Had it been hard ball, it would race into the boundary for 4. So I'm questioning whether the bat that we use now is the right bat
For tip ball.
for tip ball, because tip ball has a cushioning effect because it's a softer ball. Probably it's something we could look at.
That too, yeah, it's something that could be looked into, yeah. Because I even playing with our guys, some guys, depending on the bat they use, they get better results. I'm not,
Not sure.
I don't have any statistics to prove it, but
So John comes into strike with number 3, the great Michael Jordan. Carried this number. Comes in balls. Out on the leg side. Again, for the bowler, we watch the field. There are only 2 players on the leg side, 3 players on the leg side of the field. And that is the same thing they did in the last game. 4. And the wicketkeeper is standing just where he is now. And all the ball comes into his glove. The batter must be innovative to work that ball around.
well, I think they need to use the first over just to see what the plan is, and then.
Charles down the leg side. That's not the plan.
So as I was saying, Pastor, probably they need to look at the first 2 overs to see what sort of plan they set it, and then,
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
cut to suit.
That's right. Are they attacking us off the off stump? And mid-wicket conference, they watch you off stump. They're coming at us on the off stump. Full, driven. That is through the gap there. That is going to go into the boundary. Look after it. It goes into the boundary now, and that's the first fence. Full ball, just worked, and he again did not middle it properly.
But he got enough bat on it.
Yeah, and because there's nobody right in the boundaries, whenever it went through the inner circle, it was going to go into the boundary. So the captain has decided to leave one man back, and who is going to pull up the boundary? He's going to pull.
He's taking somebody on from the offside.
From the offside.
The
man at cover. Okay.
He's bringing the cover man.
The cover man comes in, and he dropped the man at cow corner, mid-wicket.
You have to guard against bowling, placing the field to bad bowling. Eh?
This is a big discussion. We'll have to talk about that. Comes in bowl, full on the pad. This was on middle stump, and the batsman John tried to work it around. Again, it was a slow at the ball, and that's why he missed it. Yeah. We say you don't set field for bad bowling. But the potential of every player, especially on the leg side, in this form of the game, is to pull. Pull. Comes in both, shot, and that should have gone. That was wide, not a wide, but wide enough to be hammered through the offside with the cover fielder in. That should have gone into the boundary.
Yes, I think Lee John just missed out on two deliveries there.
Yeah.
After hitting the first one through mid-wicket for 4. The follow-up delivery was almost a similar delivery, which he missed on. Probably is looking to hit it too hard. He could have gone again for placement. And this last delivery, again, short outside the off stump. Maybe it was a little quicker than he expected.
That's right.
And missed out.
Yeah. So 9 after 2, still early time.
Yes.
Don't need to worry. Rate is not too important. After 6 overs, then you start taking some serious look at what you are doing. Leo, beaten outside the off stump. Good length, good line. I've not seen him bowl too many slow deliveries.
Well, that is one of his strong points, the slow delivery.
When it comes, yeah, because he's so fast.
He has gotten quite a few wickets
Okay.
in the hard ball version with the slow delivery. Well disguised.
It comes. Take a look at him. Comes in, up to the wicket slowly. Reminds me of Bumrah, the Indian bowler. Walks halfway off his run-up, and then off his shoulders. Bumrah has done well for India. A fire signal wide of the previous delivery, or this delivery, this past delivery. Leo again to bowl to Elcock.
You see, there was a slow one.
Wide. Leo missed out. Slower delivery, but it was down the leg side.
Ill-directed, yeah.
Yeah, ill-directed, and the umpire said it's not fair delivery. Reload. He comes in again to Elcock. Beaten, that went through before he played the shot. That's the beauty of this bowler. He is so deceptive. He could walk up the crease, walk up to the bowling end there, and you think something slow is coming, and it's fast. And then you think something fast is coming, and it's slow. He's going to cause some serious trouble tonight. He bowled. Oh, full ball again. Elcock is beaten.
Slow.
Elcock is beaten. Full delivery, and he could have only pushed it back to Leo.
Because the bowler is toying with him. A couple of quick deliveries, so he's waiting, and then he surprises him with a slow one.
As a batter, you must try to get into his head, find out what he's doing. Ball, beaten outside the off stump. I think he's playing the wrong line. Outside the off stump, and he pushed bat and pad on middle stump. Did that ball move off the air or something? I'm not sure. We don't have the advantage.
He's getting to move a bit.
Yeah.
He's getting to move a bit.
Because I think he played the wrong line totally, just beaten outside the off stump. There's Leo again. Passes the umpire ball. Outside of the off stump. Beaten again. He's a handful.
I can imagine he's a handful for in the hardball league, much less.
Yeah.
Elcock should. And the tape ball swings a little more.
Yeah. There is Leo. Both. Well played that correctly.
This one was a lot closer to him.
Yes, a lot closer to him, yeah. Played correctly.
Very good over.
Very good over. I would suggest to Elcock to bat on the middle and off stump guard. If you're not moving too much, bat in the middle and off stump guard. And remember, when you take a guard middle and off, remember, anytime you move, you'll expose your leg stump. So you must bear that in mind.
Well, we're not looking at what's happening. He doesn't seem to be moving. he seems to be just standing on the guard.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So you're right. Probably, I'm not sure what guard he's batting. So probably, I mean, having missed a couple of those balls outside you, so probably you should maybe middle some guard and try to get a little closer to the ball. Maybe try to run it down to third man or so.
Because a couple of these deliveries from here again, I couldn't be wrong. It was not a ball that was too far that he couldn't play that and score runs. This is T20 cricket, and you don't have to. You cannot be leaving balls alone.
Yes.
When the ball is pitched up, you should get into a position and score runs.
Open the face.
Yeah. Who is the bowler?
Aloysius Charles.
Charles off the back foot, well played by John off the back foot, rising delivery, soft hands, run it down. Third man.
You notice
Nice one.
when the Millet team batted, Anderson Charles was trying to run this ball down.
That's
But because of the pace, it was not working, but it would work nicely with
And also the cross batted
Yes.
shot. This is, he played it with a straight bat. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Charles, outside of your stump. And again, Elcock is missing. And now watch Elcock's left foot.
Yes.
It is grounded, it is nailed to the ground. And the first thing your batting coach should say, your left foot come across. Yeah,
And maybe,
come across.
maybe he's put back on the leg stump guard. Actually.
Yeah. Balls. Okay, edge to slip. There could be a run out there. Oh no. And
Charles
he
is
should have
just
underarm.
underarm,
He
yes.
should have underarmed the ball, but he really pounced it into the ground. And the batter got home for a single. So our score goes up to 12. This is over number 4.
Okay, 12 after 4.
13. After this is over number 4. Over number 4. So John settles as Charles from the terrace end, southern end of the ground, shot that is pushed by John. Should have scored of that. Good length. Typical fast bowler delivery. Should have a good length. And I remember once it was, I'll give you a story, comes in bowls. That is hit. Oh, beautiful shot. That is going to go.
It's going to be out caught.
That is over the boundary for 4. Is it 6? It is 4. Well, again, as I said to you earlier, more catches have been dropped on this ground than all grounds in the world.
Yeah, but this one, I think he had no excuse for this one.
I think this one should
Because
be
I
taken.
think this one, he saw it all the way.
And it did not go up, so
Right.
it came down to him. So I think he was very casual.
Yes.
And a lot of cricketers
just
go this
worried,
way.
Probably just worried about how close he was to the rope.
Probably, yeah. So John, good for here for his team. Ball, outside of your stump, again, run that down. And that is the approved fashion to run the ball down. Good batting, the straight bat, come across, and he gets close to the ball. Your eye must be on that ball to run the ball down because you only have 4 inches. Your bat is 4 inches wide. The ball, the circumference of the ball is very small. And to get the ball into the bat, you must keep your eye on the ball. So the end of the 4th over, and the score is 16, 18, 18 without loss. Slow progress, eh?
Yeah, slow progress, but the good thing about it, they have not lost a wicket. And they survived the opening pair, the opening bowling pair, that is.
That's good. And that was
So it's going to be, look like Justus Leo,
that's another Leo.
another Leo.
Yeah. Are they related anyhow?
Yes, brothers.
Oh, okay. All right. Millet has produced so many cricketers in this
Yes,
country. Little community.
Yes.
Ted Shim.
Yes.
Right, the water
Leos,
dam.
the Charleses, the Prospect, the Gabriels.
We have Johnson Charles, who
The Giddings.
represented St. Lucia and
Yes.
play his T20 leagues around the world.
Right?
Very, very famous. Good man.
Yeah,
Wherever
Melvin
you
Charles,
are. Yeah.
keeper was played for the national for St. Lucia.
For the
Xavier
national team.
Gabriel played for St. Lucia.
Oh.
And the Winwards,
Yeah. The keeper, was he a keeper for St. Lucia or just
St. Lucia.
Okay.
Yes.
Comes in both.
At
Outside
all
of the off
levels.
stump.
And also
Wide.
represented the St. Lucia pro team in the Stanford T20 era.
Wow. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot in his history. Bowls. And that is
Oh,
picked up the
shot.
pad. Magnificent shot. Did he take it? Oh, that's a great catch. Did he pick it up? And as we were saying, this ball had not passed the lights.
Yes.
It came straight.
Straight
He
at him.
whipped it off his pad. It was magnificently done. But unfortunately, it went straight to the
him,
fielder,
yes. Good job, good low
who
catch.
fall forward and
Yes.
took a great catch.
Good low catch. Well taken.
Very, very, very good cricket. So,
And I mean, and picked out the only fielder on the leg side.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
A little to the left, a little to the right, and that would certainly have been a boundary.
Very, very good shot. Because
So
that ball
lucky.
was traveling. The only way a fielder could have stopped it, it had ball had to come straight to them.
Straight to them, yes.
Yeah, because it was well hit, it was flat, and unfortunately, he picked the only man,
man on the
on
leg
the
side.
boundary on the leg side there.
On the boundary
That
on
is
the leg
so
side.
unfortunate.
Yes.
Well,
A
who
little
do
to
you
the
give
left,
credit for
a
that?
little
The,
to the right.
bowler?
No, I think that the fielder actually made it.
Yeah, made it happen.
Yes.
It's always with the fielder.
Fielder made it happen.
Fielding is such an important part of the game.
Yes, yes.
But
and,
wow,
and
wow.
we always underestimated
Always.
the importance of fielding, but fielding is very, very critical.
Any side knocking anywhere, you go there and it's batting and bowling.
Yes.
Here is the bowls. Outside of your stump, Leo is still up now. Just got the wicket. Good ball. And the batter,
Yes.
who is our new batter? That is
Donan Edwards.
That's the captain. Edwards.
Yeah.
Edwards push it to mid-on.
Very handy with the bat.
Well
Yes.
played, delicately played, like a
Yes.
surgeon. He guided that ball, fast delivery outside the stump, and he played
And that's
that
what we're talking
beautifully.
about.
That
That's
is
what
the
we're talking
difference
about.
from what we saw in the first innings,
Right.
now that second innings.
Yes.
Delicate cut.
Delicate. And Donan Edwards, we can term him a genuine around
A genuine all-round.
He can bat very well. Well, I guess that's in hardball.
There is Leo, push up the pad again. Mid-on, wideish mid-on. Shot wideish mid-on. Just step around, pick it up. The ball is thrown to. Just 2 balls have been bowled, 2 balls are left in. 2 more, so that's the 4th delivery.
But I just lose a bit of concentration there.
Yes, yes, they are. Both umpires, because usually they would check each other.
Yeah.
And when the square leg can't help, umpire signal dead ball
Well,
as Leo.
our
Balls,
umpire-
Edward,
our-
outside the
well,
stump. Beautiful ball.
Our umpires also work during the course of the day, so it's a long day. Unlike with the professional umpires, that's all they do.
Yes, right. And they are well paid, especially when you make the elite.
That's right.
The elite umpire makes $400,000 a year.
Ooh.
Comes in bowls, that is pushed again. The umpires, so the elite umpiring, that panel of people, they travel around the world. They are well taken care of, and they make 400,000 US every year. Cricket has money today.
Yes,
Unfortunately, the guys who made the cricket great, like the Chappells and the West Indian great team, they did not make much money.
Yes. But at the time, it was more the passion
Yeah.
for the game. But that has changed since then.
Yeah.
It's now commercialized.
That's
and
right.
It's all about the money now.
Greg Chappell played for Australia as captain, and he made $100 a day. I forgot the last the captain, the brother, and his brother was a captain. I forget his name.
Ian Chappell.
No, War, the War brothers.
oh, Steve
Steve
Waugh.
War. Steve War was paid $50,000 a day. How much the game has changed.
Yep.
And Chappell wrote his book, and he was querying it, and he said the guys were paying him $100 a day. In the stand, there are 80,000 people. And the chairman of the board is saying, do you want to play for Australia or do you want to walk away? We have 1,000 people to replace you.
Yes, yes. Well, you see, you can say that when you have a large pool, but when your pool is very small, I mean, your hands are tied.
There is that is pushed by Elcock and just past mid off.
that's
There
amazing.
was a single. Elcock, that was his call, did not call. Seems to be a well-organized player.
Yes,
The
yes,
talent
yes.
is there. He must just get his head together
Yes.
and start scoring runs. Score 50, score 100.
He has played for the Windwards
Yeah,
15.
under 15. Comes in balls. Outside the stump again. Every time he plays this hard shot, and the benefit of the replay would prove me correct here, that the bat does not come in line with the ball. And that's why he's missing the ball. And probably he's closing in an effort to get power, but knowing that he's a small toucher, he's really closing the face of the bat. I can't prove that from here. That's a play. That is push close to the pad and push to the man at cover. Mid-off. No runs. Good batting, good battle. Gros Islet is determined to fight. and Millet wants the second championship. That would be the second for the year, and the third overall at the APL level. Comes in both. Outside the off stump, that is what? No. Again, that's around the six stump line, outside of the off stump. And again, Elcock was standing in the leg stump and flashing at it. Well, he got a good thick edge. He could get it between the third man there and cover. Yeah. Point, that is push close to the pad. Push it. He could try to force these deliveries for single.
Yeah, but I think the bowler has probably realized that bowling at the stump, just forcing can back all the time, just restricting the score, and that something's going to happen sooner rather than later.
That's 23 for 1. That was a maiden over. So 23 for 1 after 6 overs. After 6 overs. So, wow. Here you go.
So, Justice Leo from the river end, taking it up again, and he'll be bowling to Donnan Edward. Bowls, and Donnan drives on the onside. Inside half of the bat, and picked up by Siobhan Leo at mid-on.
But these shots are so good, but not productive. But I'm happy to see the running, because 1 adds up.
Yes.
It's 0 that does not add up. So you must run. And when you run, you get informed too, You start sweating.
Adrenaline stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And this one full to the back there, and Can not able to lay a bat on it. So at this moment, Can seems to be a little out of sorts, as Justice Leo aimed to Can short, and he tries to pull this one. Only able to get it back to the bowler, who partially stops.
That is Elcock. Elcock batting.
Elcock, yeah. So it's Leo again from the river end. To Elcock, full the bat, and he misses. So Khan needs to rethink the approach.
Again, this ball was full again, but outside of the off.
Yeah, but I think he's just looking for those hard wicket shots.
That's right.
Now he is attempting to play soft hand, but it's straight to the man at extra cover. But what needs to happen is he needs to get Donnan Edward back on strike.
That's right.
He needs to be able to maneuver the ball to get a single somewhere.
Yeah. Again,
he's driving and missing.
Now again, Edwards have not said a word to him.
Right.
His fellow opener did not say a word to him. And we here are seeing everything, but they out there, they show us to see it.
Well, in the old-fashioned game, right, it was almost customary at the end of every over.
We discussed.
You go down to you meet your partner in the middle, and you see a little something, Even though you don't say anything, at least you go down,
what we used to say with Jam, we say, okay,
yes.
A partnership, let's put 5 together.
Yeah.
All right, let's put 10 together. What's the score? Okay, we're missing this. Let's put 12 together.
But these days,
short-term loans.
Yeah, these days you don't see it happening.
No. Short-term goals, yeah. Every man on his own.
Right.
Trust your ability and do what you have to do.
Aloysius Charles to Donnan Edward tries to whip this one off the pad with a foolish length.
It was pitch up on the pad. It was there for the shot.
Yes,
he missed it. Yeah.
Yes, missed it. Probably looking to hit it a little too hard.
Too hard. That's right.
There's one man out there. You want to pick him out.
Yeah. Again.
So he was trying to provoke it a little squirrel. Sean, this one's high and hard. It's gone. It's going. It's gone for 6.
Much needed boundary.
Yes, and this one, just a half tracker.
Yeah.
Giving Donnan that sort of room he needed. And he is able to rock on the back foot and hit it high over mid-wicket. And this one hit the middle of the bat. And 6 runs. Well needed 6.
Well needed. Very well hit. Very well executed.
Aloysius Charles again bowls to, this one is fuller. Yorker length. And Donnan Edward is equal to it.
Good
comeback delivery.
Yeah.
But equally well played by Donnan Edward. So it's Aloysius Charles from the terrace end. Bowling to Donnan Edward. Bowls and then he drives down to long on the right. They go for 1. They came back for 2. They pick up 2.
The fielder down there did not attack the ball.
Yeah, good running.
He ran across
ran around the
and
ball.
waited for the
Yes.
ball to come towards him. Yeah, that was poor fielding.
Yes. So
Always attack
2
the
runs, and that's one thing you would get from Donan. He would run hard as Charles Gain pulls this one short. He pulls that will go for 4, will it? 2 fieldsmen, and they're going for a second. Donan gets home. The zone was short, and Edward a bit choked, but was able to hit it through the onside. And the man on the mid-wicket boundary ran around to his right.
34.
And picked up.
34.
It's 34. 34.
Very, very interesting position here.
So it's Aloysius Charles full again, and Donovan drives down to long on, but he only get 1. And only 1 single, but there's always the old adage: if it goes down to the boundary, you run hard. Because if he fumbles, you pick up a second.
Always run the first run hard.
But
it
seems that Donan had already realized his last ball will be over.
Yeah.
So he wants to face the falling over, so they settle for 1.
So I'm hoping in that meeting they are having at mid-wicket conference there, it should be established. Let me go at that ball. Yeah. We cannot sit back and expect to win. Let me
I
go.
think that should be the plan. Yeah. Donan Edwin is the one who seems to be getting a measure of things for now.
And Elcock should know that I must pass. I must pass that strike over.
Yes.
It's not my battle. Come.
This one.
But it won't be caught.
It's going to be caught. The keeper will take this.
No, it won't be caught.
He drops it. My goodness.
I promise you, he would not be caught. And he did not even touch his glove.
He didn't touch the glove, yes.
Yeah. I told you that. Well, remember, when the ball went up, I told you he would not be caught. Yeah. I have not seen it happen here. I have not seen it happen here.
Still Justus bowling. Well, Justus Leo just missed another opportunity there. Bowl. This time can really be.
Whoa! Can you believe this?
Oliver on the long on boundary, not making an attempt, just happy to pick up on the bounce.
I can't believe what I've just seen. This is a final, and you have placed 165 on the board. That was an easy catch, a few steps forward. Yeah. He's too engaged with the crowd.
Maybe. As Leo bowls to Donan, tried to aim it hit for the offside, but a little inward movement, put it on the inner half of the bat and it went back down to the bowler.
Edward must not try too hard, but he must be careful in his shot selection and choose both. It's still early.
Yeah. Shot, and he pulls it through the onside. Fieldsman there, looks like Scotty Justin. Pick up a single.
Because there is the 5th bowler to come.
Yes.
And it is going to get easier the longer you stay there.
Yes.
So do not take too many chances. Like the shot he played a while ago.
Leo again, this time Khan plays it. Tries to play to the onside, the bottom of the bat and goes back along the track.
Yeah.
So Khan needs to get away somehow there to get Donan on strike, because it seems that the scoreboard pressure is now starting to tell on Edward.
This is over number 9.
Over number 9. This is ball to Khan. Khan is up in the air. That's going, that's coming our way. That's 6 runs. Just to our left.
Hey.
So this one was more or less in the slot there, Pastor Morris.
Yes, in the slot.
Justus Leo to finish up the over was bowling this one just about middle leg, and Khan loves it there. Yeah. Just a flick of the wrist, and it went over mid-wicket for 6.
I think he played this gracefully and without much effort. He timed it and he hit it. And he timed it beautifully, and it went into the boundary for 6.
Yes.
Very good shot. So this tells me that he has the potential. He can clear the fence. However, his shot selections has not come through tonight, and but he's there still.
He's there.
I
think the bat ball needs to be put away.
All times.
And he needs to get Donan on strike as much as possible, but he gets himself back into nick.
Yes.
So the bowling changes. Brian Oliver bowling from the terrace end, right arm off spinner. And he'll be bowling to Donan Edward. Comes, bowls, and he pulls this one around, and that's gone for 4.
Okay. So that is the first mistake we see from the captain.
Yeah,
you
so
bring
this-
an off spinner in and you don't have nobody back there to cover. Oh, there is somebody
There's
there.
somebody,
So
but
is
he-
it 4 or 1?
4.
It was 4.
Yeah.
Was it 4? Yeah. Okay.
So it's just to his right.
Yeah, 2 is
So
right. Okay.
Brian Oliver again bowls short, and he pulls it over. It's going to go down to the boundary for 4 now.
4 more.
4 more. And Oliver, his first 2 deliveries have been short. He's pushing it through, and he's bowling some half trackers.
Yes.
And Donan Edward is taking advantage of it. So he has
Very
gotten 4-4.
Yeah. And yeah.
So it's Oliver again, ball short, and
Again.
this time, oh,
Claudia. I think Olivier is trying to push the ball too fast.
right, yes,
I think he bowls leg spin.
off spin,
Off spin.
off spin,
He appears to bowl like a leg spinner, but he's an off spin
He's an
bowler,
off spinner.
and he's pushing the ball through. And in pushing the ball through, he pitches it short. Again,
Short.
he releases the ball in front of his face. So with the motion his hand going down, the ball comes short.
okay.
He's got to pull back his length. He's going to push his length up. He's going to push his up. And what is he going to do now? So the captain is making some changes.
Captain is making sure his field is strategically placed. It's
53,
53 for
1.
53 for 1. As Oliver into Khan, and he hits it high and hard. That's gone for 6.
Magnificent shot.
Good shot there. This one, Oliver was pitching up, and Khan was placing that front foot down with the pitch and hitting this one high over long off for 6. So a welcome over so far from
Very well.
for Gros Islet. 4-4-1-6.
That's right.
So Oliver again.
That's how
This
quick.
one. He drives, and there might be a
Yeah,
run
there'll be a run
out.
out.
Somebody's gonna be run out. Oh!
Oh, he's out. Did
Is
he
he?
hit the stumps? Did he hit the bails?
Oh.
Did he hit the stumps before?
We would have to look at the replay there, but
What did the umpire say?
the umpire
Okay,
they're having a chat.
Yeah. Oliveira, Edward is walking
But
away.
from my vantage point, it didn't look out from my vantage point.
He knows.
And he's out. He's giving out.
He knows. He's a cricketer. He knows what happened. This is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Sometimes a team can really try to lose the game. And they will do a lot of things.
But
There was no need for that.
There was no need for that because the ball had gone to the fielder. The Donan was calling for the single. Khan was going nowhere, but he continued to go for the single.
Yeah.
It's communication.
But he just started scoring runs freely. And because he was so positive, Elcock at the other end became positive. And they were really challenging Millet. Well, that is the end of the 10th over. At midway part, we are getting closer to the championship here today.
yes.
And what's the score? Let me give you the score. What's the score?
59 for 2.
59 for 2
And
after
at
10
that
overs.
very stage, Millet were 60 without loss.
61 without
Without loss. At that
loss.
very
We
that-
remember well.
yes.
That's right.
At that very
61
stage.
without loss. Wow.
Yeah,
So it's
and
neck
from-
and neck.
It may be good to see the replay, but
Yeah. We consider it.
but no matter, the umpire is always right.
The umpire is always right. Well, the umpires were there, and both of them came together, and they agreed.
Yes.
They agreed that he was out, and the gentleman too was walking away, knowing
Well, I think
exactly
he
that
was
he was.
walking away because he was just disappointed.
He was disappointed, very disappointed. As captain, he was scoring the run. He was taking control of the scene out there, and because of his attitude, they are not too far
Yes.
from the first inning score. Only that they are 2 wickets down, but in this game, 2 wickets down, 3 wickets down, sometimes does not matter too much. Yeah.
Because they're keeping up with the run rate.
They're keeping up with the run rate. Yeah. So they need 103, 104 in the last 10 overs.
Yeah, 10 overs.
It could be with Edward gone. It could be challenging. Although I've seen glimpses, I've seen signs that Elcock is also ready to run away.
Explode.
Yeah, explode. Yeah, yeah. So
Well, the game is now, if I could say, interestingly poised
very interesting.
at the halfway mark.
So let's take a commercial break. This cricket is brought to you the kind compliments of Eagle Freight and Brokerage Agency. For all your shipping needs, to move your goods from anywhere in the world to St. Lucia and from St. Lucia to anywhere in the world at a cost that you can afford. Call Mr. Jabadis and he will meet your needs. So going back, what would you, as the batter, the batting team captain, the manager, what will you say to your batters?
Well, I think from hence on, they still need to continue playing normal cricket. They need to step it up a bit, but when you say step it up a bit, it doesn't mean just go and swing your hand.
Yes,
It means that if you're getting 4, 5 and over, you now need to get 6 and 7.
Are you going to throw in a pinch hitter now? One?
No, I think, as I said, you just still keep playing normal cricket shots, because Donan and Khan just showed in the last over they got
Yes, right.
close to 16.
Yeah, in an
You
over.
know, at no risk.
Yeah, at no risk. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So don't forget, that's the time the 5th and 6th and 7th bowlers come in. So the batting team should be aware of that. So they need to seize the opportunity now to take toll on the 5th and 6th bowlers.
I want to wish Mervyn James well. He's not doing too well. One of my fellow commentators there.
Okay.
And so Mervyn, I hope you're enjoying the commentaries here. This is a very good and exciting game. All the best, man, and hope you do well soon. So we're back for the.
Speedy recovery to you, Mervyn.
Thank you. You were back for the final 10 over of the match. So all of the game that has been played all year long, all the matches, all the performances, comes down to the final 10 overs. And it is not going to be straightforward. Gros Islet is giving clear indications
Well,
that they're not going to sit back.
Yeah, they're not going to roll over and die.
They're not going, yeah.
Yes.
And that's good for the game.
Yes, yes.
That's good for the game.
You don't want to see a lopsided
Final.
Final.
No,
yes.
you never want to.
I
So,
think so far in the APL, there have been some very interesting games,
Very
exciting
interesting,
games.
and I must admit the games are played here at a very high level.
Yes.
Because the cricketers who play the game are cricketers who play at all level at other levels here in St. Lucia. Now, Scotty, in my opinion, is a Yorker bowler. If he misses the length, you hit him for 6. However, he comes back at you. Let us see what he did today. He comes in both down the leg side, off the boot, wide signal the umpire, Scotty. I saw him in the last semi-final game where he was consistent in the crease at the batman toes. Consistently, he was hit for 6 and he came back and rocketed the ball into the batter's shoes. He has that potential. He believes in his ability. Ball outside your stump, not. Anytime the ball is outside your stump, the batter look at the umpire. Are you going to give it back to me? But it was a legal delivery. It was fair. The wicketkeeper did not take it. Ran into the boundary. It's thrown back by the third man fielder. We do not play byes in tape ball. It's Scotty, the 5th bowler here, has done well for his team, Millet. And so today he's not under great pressure. Comes in ball. Again, that is dug out. Whitish mid on. Picked it up. And he will do that for you all night.
Yes.
Run in and throw it in there. Seems to know what he's about. Comes in, slow walk. Comes in bowl. Again into the block hole. And he'll do that for you all night.
Well,
However,
as you said, he's a Yorker bowler.
he's a Yorker
So
bowler.
far, he has bowled right up to the bat.
Here he comes in again. This is He has 4 crucial overs to bowl out of 10. Comes in, bowls, again, just outside the off stump. It's when he pulled the length back a little, and the batsman was not sure. Played at it.
And it's a new batter in, so...
Yeah, he has to take time. So now he has to take the single and get Elcock on strike. Try and touch one down somewhere. Bowl, again, Yorker outside the off stump. More on the 6th length stump. So he bowls the Yorker, right outside the off stump, on the off stump, on middle stump, and he comes back. He tries his best not to put it on the leg side. Very good. And look at when he's bowling, what's the field placement? How many guys you have on the leg side? Made off. The umpire is alone there. There's nobody on the backward square boundary. And the mid off is pushing. No, wait, there's somebody there.
Yes.
More or less.
Mid-wicket on the boundary.
Mid-wicket, yeah. He's giving away the single. Comes in ball. Oh, work that around. Nobody there. They'll come back for a second. No, the wicket keeper jog back and pick it up next to the square leg umpire. And the end of the 11th over. Yes. Your views?
Well, so far with the fall of Donald Edwards' wicket, Millet seems to be just nosing ahead a bit. For a moment there, while Donald was in, they seemed to have been pulling it back.
Yeah. And Scotty.
So it's Oliver. Oliver is going to continue.
Bunny. Yeah. So Oliver, off spinner, is going to come in now. And who's our new batter?
Tristan Noble.
Shot, and that should have traveled
Tristan
into
Noble,
the leg stump. It was short, and the batter tried to twist his body to execute that delivery. I mean, some of the batters turn right or wrong to hit the ball. There's no need for that. Take a look at it and hit it. John comes in ball. Again, that's a better ball along the leg side. And Sipal extended his arms, indicating it was an illegal delivery. Reload. John is still fighting on getting his length right. His line right. Ball. Again, outside the off stump. Ball taken by the wicketkeeper. So the captain wicketkeeper kept for St. Louis now.
Yes. At under 19, at under 15, and at the senior.
Comes in ball. Oh, the wide on the leg side. And again.
Look at what he's bowling around. He's bowling around the wicket.
Yeah. What is he going to do now? Or is he still coming around the wicket? Ball. Outside the off stump.
Oh my goodness.
And wide signaled the umpire. So I think to even the game, I think Millet is responding to the kindness of 21 wides.
Yes.
And they too are contributing. It's both short, and that should have gone, but it's in
that's
six.
Gone.
That's gone. That should have been the third one, because John has been coming into the leg stump there.
Well, he's been asking for it.
And he's been asking for it. And he picked it up and just hit it effortlessly for a 6. Ball comes back on the field. Ball.
Oh,
Shot. Forcing. Tending to play an aggressive shot, but hit it into the ground. He was in no position to play that ball.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of piece on it too.
Yeah. So after coming off that 6, he just pushed this one through. He comes in again. Oh, that is driven beautifully down the ground. But there's a man down there and there's only one. Good shot. Pitch up. Slam down the wicket for only one. That looked like 4.
Yes.
The fielder at long on is very straight. It reminds me of the trap they set for Pollard. I've seen Pollard get caught exactly behind the umpire. Yeah, he hits it straight. Yeah. It's always sad when a trap is set and you get out in the trap. I saw the trap for Viv Richard hooking, and he out repeatedly. But not before he had done some damage. Down the leg side. Wicket keeping, Ignatius Scuddy did not hold the gloves for West Indies.
Well,
That was
unfortunate.
rather unfortunate. Some would say he's batting. Bowling! That one came back, making room to play through the offside. Hit the middle stump. Good ball. Good ball.
Yes, it was a good ball, just about middle and off, and Khan was looking to make room, played it for the offside, and missed it and bowled off stump.
So Khan batted, I mean, he faced 13 overs. Well, he did not face 13 overs, but he was out there for 13 overs.
13 overs,
And
yeah.
that's a lot of overs. That's a lot of balls. That's 60 plus 18, that is 78 balls. He was out there for 70. He may have faced 30. Yeah, but he may have faced 30.
But if you have been out there for that length of time, you need to carry on.
You have to carry on. You have to carry on. And that is the thing about staying there too long, not doing anything. When you don't get the scorecard moving, when you get out, the new batter now face the pressure of scoreboard pressure. Yeah, it's against you all the time. So the Yorker bowler is back.
Yes,
Scotty.
it's Justin.
Scotty comes in bold and in for a mighty swing, but the batsman, the fielder ran around from mid on, pick it up next to the square leg umpire. So Scotty has been very good so far. This is his second over. He's not been hit for a 4, a boundary as yet. He will present you with the opportunity because he bowls it full.
The ball is very full.
Yeah,
Yes.
he always gives you the opportunity. However, if you're not careful, he'll bowl you too. And because he's pitching the ball full, I think there should be the mid-off fielder because you always hit it straight. The mid-off fielder and the cover fielder should be there. Comes in. Beaten outside the stump. That was pitch up, not full, and it swing away, beat the bat and beat the wicket keeper. Good bowling. So he has the potential to move the ball.
How many of us?
That should be the 14th.
13.
13th. That's the 13th?
Yeah.
That's the 13th. 73 for free. Comes in, bowl, and he hit that back. Oh! I thought that was a chance to the bowler, but I don't think so. One more, long on, picked it up, toss it back. Scotty continuing to put that ball full, challenging the batters to hit him. And he's been doing it good so far. It's his second over. Easy. Bowls. And that is whack. And I always told you he makes a mistake off and on. He will pitch it up too full. And that the batter is going to clear the rope.
Yes,
Another good shot.
Yeah, this one was in the batsman's arc there. And he posted this one over long on. Good confident shot from Tristan.
So what shot is going to do? He's going to come back and he will still bowl another Yorker. I've seen him do that repeatedly. Here he comes in. Yeah, heavy delivery. Again in the block hole. And the batter tried to hit it as hard as he can. But got the bottom edge of the bat and just trickle on the on side of the field. One more. Good battle here at the Balata playing field. This is the final of the APL Adventist Premier League. Scotty bowls. Again, it's hit to the man. Oh, there's a run, there's a run. Oh! They are returning the favor here. The ball was slammed to the man at wideish mid-arm there. He picked up the ball and tossed it not tossed, he threw it to the bowler. It was not straight to him. It hit his fingers and ran on the outside of the field, and they got a signal.
No,
They did not run.
They did not run.
They did not run. The end of the 14th over? The end of the 13th over. What's the score? 81 for free. Even still?
I still think that Millet has the nose ahead.
Yeah. So 65 and 81, 19 and 65, that's 80. 80 odd in 7.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's love the nose ahead.
That's a tall order. But let's wait and see. The spinner, John?
Oliver.
Oliveira. So Oliveira is going to continue. And a ball has been thrown onto the ground and then it's tossed to the umpire, umpire Sipa. So Oliveira will be bowling. It's still around the wicket. He comes in bowls. And a mighty swing at that. That kept a little low. No run. While you want to hit sixes, you have to keep your eye on the ball. Don't just swing wild. That ball was slightly short. There was an opportunity, but it kept low. Vera, short again, that is hit. There's a man there. That's 4 more. Is it 4? Umpire signal 6. That was a flat 6.
But you see, right now, Pastor, I think the batsmen need to be a little more sensible now, because I think they're getting up there.
Yeah.
But they did not lose their head.
Yeah. And I must admit that Millet has not bowled like they bowled during the semi-final.
Oh.
Yeah, they have not bowled so at all. But this is a good game. Gros Islet is not going away. They keep on coming back. Oliveira bowls. That's given A, and that is hit again for another 6. 2 sixes. And that is going to help the run rate a great deal. Full ball, it got the treatment it deserved.
Yes, full delivery, and Noval was timing and adding some power to it.
Yeah. Now, if you notice the Millet team, they are standing like they're getting a dry sweat. It's early still.
Yeah, 3 men on the boundary.
Yeah. Outside of the off stump, beaten. Beaten. Good. Tristan is doing all he can here.
To go?
Probably 2.
Probably 2.
Probably 2. Balls. Shot again. No run down the wicket. Attempting to heave that ball again, but he got on the edge of the bat. And the ball went back to the bowler. That's his final over. His final ball of this over. Comes in bowl. Shot, and that is whacked, but straight to the fielder. And that is the over. The end of the 14th over. 94 after 14. 94 after 14. 94, so 69 required of 6. Still about 10 runs and over, and that's not bad.
No, not at all.
That's not bad. So we're in for a great final here because the run rate has not gone to the sky.
Yes, it's not.
It has not gone to the sky.
It's still manageable.
It's still manageable. 10 and over, we require 3 wickets down in just 6 overs. I am of the opinion it can be done.
Well, I will still give Millet the edge.
Yes.
The fact that they have still have 2 overs from Leo.
72.
Almost 12 and over. Oh, that's 4.
Full. That's worked around. Another full delivery. Again from Scotty, who bowls full all the time. And the batsman went on one knee and just used his wrist and work it around the corner, and it goes into the boundary for 4. The score goes up to 100. 98. 98 for free. So the boundaries are coming.
Yes, as I said, Pastor, the batsmen need to be a little more sensible now as they approach the final leg there.
Scotty? In the air. That one is going to be dropped.
He's going to be
he took it and slammed it in the ground. He remembered the last one he dropped. It did not go too high up, so he could have followed it all the way. So a wicket comes down at 4. 4 wickets down now. Wrong time to lose a wicket.
Yes, I think maybe that's about the wrong time to lose the wicket because the run rate was just about going up.
Jeffrey Boycott said, when you are batting, to think of how good you are doing, think of losing 2 quick wickets. So if you are 3, you lose 2 wickets, you are really 40 at 5. You're really 80 at 5. And that is precautions batters can take.
Well, the good thing there is the new batter, Lachman Prasad, he's also a pretty good batter. I won't call him a pinch hitter, but he could be a very good finisher.
But he has not been in form. I think the last innings he played, he struggled quite a bit. But today may just be his day, and he can send this ball sailing. This is over number 15. Scotty from the northern end or the river end is going to bowl to Latchman. Head hitter comes in, bowls in the block hole, and Latchman just dig it out. Made off. Picked it up. Picked up at Maida. Scotty again. Bowls. Shot and in for a shot. The ball hit his pad just on the leg stump again. The newcomers to the crease should try and just take a single and get out of there. All these huge shots are missing.
Keep the momentum going.
Keep the momentum going. Scotty again. He's not happy with the ball in his hand. Trying to dry it out. Looking for some soil. The pressure is on. Comes in, bowls. And that is whacked all along the ground. Okay, man on the back with square boundary. Pick it up. One more. Scotty is confident. I've seen them hit him, and he still comes back. He still comes back. We've seen that happen twice tonight. 2 sixes. On both occasions he came back. Here he comes. Up to wicket bowls. Push awkwardly. Cyprian, when Cyprian settles, he is really looking at backward square. And I think if you just pitch the ball on a fifth stump line for him, it would be hard for you to touch it. So the end of the 15th over, 99 for 4, 5 overs to score 65. That's 12.
13, almost 13
That's
over.
almost 13 and over.
Yeah, so it's maybe a tough ask.
It is.
So with 5 overs to go, they're going for the ace bowler in Leo.
Yeah. Leo has 2 left.
Yep.
So 5 more overs to go, Calix. My fellow commentator will take you through this exciting end.
So it's Siobhan Leo to take it up from the terrace end. Early on, he bowled from the river end, northern end. So he's looking to further put some nails in the coffin of the Gros Islet team. It's 30 needed in the next 5 overs.
65.
Oh, this one off the inside edge, and he goes for a quick single, and he slide in and pick up a single.
Again, full delivery.
Full delivery.
And he missed it, yeah.
So
100 comes up.
100 comes up. So still another 65, 65 goes 166 to get.
Yeah.
So still 66 more, it's 100 now, 66 more, 65 to tie.
I noticed the wicketkeeper has moved back.
Yes. So it tells you that he's going to be...
He doesn't want to drop a catch.
Yes, I know that. It tells you that Leo might be putting some miles on it.
Watch this stand. That's right, that's the length for him. That's the line for him, outside of the off stump. Because he is facing backward square. And you pitch the ball on the 6-length stump, and I can promise you he wouldn't touch it.
Gone! He scored. Loud appeal, gone.
That's it.
Caught behind.
That's it. Now,
Caught behind. This one was pitched up and surveys. Cyprian Surveys was looking to hoist this one over long on. Up the edge, but this one moved away a bit. And we think Mervyn Charles will not, certainly not make a mistake there.
And
Fall behind.
And you, the captain, move back just in time. There's so much experience. You have to pay attention to the men who played the game before.
Yes.
This kind of flashing, if it takes the edge a little too thick, it would leave you at standing up.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Yeah. So go back. It can take a big edge and you can still pick it up. But standing up, a little edge to just take it away from your glove. And this flashing.
Captain Charles was playing it safe. With the pace of Leo, he would feel a lot more comfortable if something comes off the edge that he would be able to pick it up behind the stumps. And he was right about it.
Very right. He's still standing back, taking the pressure away from the batter.
Yeah. So it's Jadel Cyril who was coming. So the game is slowly slipping away from Gros Islet. As balls and this one, another quick delivery outside the off stump. And no run. Yeah. And that's the advantage of having somebody like Siobhan Lee with that sort of pace.
I would bring in the slips. If he can.
Your ball, slow delivery,
Hey,
beaten.
Oh, it's a wide. We were just excited about the beauty, but it's a wide one.
Wide.
And given the state now, if you want to take wicket, I would even bring in the slip for Leo, but there's no need for that.
Yeah, well, I think right now they're just looking to kill off the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's Leo to Cyril, ball right up to the back, quick delivery again, and Cyril can do nothing more but just go to the keeper's glove.
It's late on the shot too.
Yes.
A slower one is coming up probably.
Yeah, down the leg side, wide. So Leo just trying a little too hard there. Maybe a little bit of in-swing as well.
A gentleman from, I think, Lab 18 bowled 9 wides in an over.
Oh, so that means he beat Bernie, who bowled, I think, something like 14, some time ago.
Beaten outside.
Again beaten.
The end of a
over.
Very, that's not a good over. In the context of the game, it's a great over. Batman could not have got back to ball.
He could have gotten a sheet of plywood on it if he had one.
Yeah. We may be facing the possibility of a team victory. If we have team draw all the time, because the rate is climbing.
Yes.
And how many? 4 overs left.
4 overs left.
And they still required another 60 odd run because they didn't score this over.
Yes.
So that could be. Yeah.
Yes. So maybe at this point the fat lady is probably on the roadside singing on her way here.
So the action rate may be 15 and over, 4 into 60. Yeah. So that's Scotty. Whacked.
Single.
And Scotty is one who you may get him for a 6 or a 4, but
he keeps to
he keeps you busy. And with Cyril facing our younger man, I'm not sure if he'll be able to handle that.
This one high. Will it be caught?
It's safe.
Oh, another drop catch. We're kind of losing count of jump catches here.
I told you, this ground, there's more jump catches than all the grounds in the world. And we just started playing here about 6-7 years.
So it's Leo, Scott Justin to Latchman. He drives up to long on, but it'll take more than singles now to win the game.
Yeah. Anytime you need more than 12 and over, you need 2 boundaries in every over.
So,
but Scotty makes it so difficult.
Yes, Scotty. You bowl into Cyril, Gerald Cyril. This guy walks it over. That's gone for 6.
That's gone for 6. That's a magnificent shot.
Good shot. And as we were saying earlier, every now and then, Scotty Justin gives you this hit me delivery Just full on the pads, and Cyril just wristed over mid-wicket for 6.
Bowlers bowling in the final 2-3 overs. Look at Bravo figures, are costly, but that does not measure up to the quality and the standard of bowling, because that, give another man the ball, they will tear him in pieces.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not anybody who could bowl in the last 3 overs of
Yes,
the game.
the depth overs, yeah.
I saw our Jamaican fast bowler here who made his debut in the APL this year.
Odin Smith.
Odin Smith could have won a couple of games, but again, inexperience.
But Odin Smith, having said that, he's a good bowling all-rounder.
Very, very good.
I think he should have been one of those who should have been at the World Cup.
Yeah.
So this one.
This one will be taken. This one will be taken.
No.
He's out?
He's out. He's run out.
From here, he's
run out.
Yeah.
He's run out.
So the ball in the air, that one was not too far off. That's what I thought. But again,
he had to take it running over his shoulder.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's always a difficult.
Yeah. Running back and over your shoulder. It's always difficult. So the umpire has signal out.
He's out.
And it
he's
seems
out.
he knows he's out. He's coming out. Cyril is coming out. Yeah. I think from here he was out.
He is out.
Yeah.
So it's 113.
For 6.
Is it 6 or 7?
113 for 6? 113 for 6? Okay. So we'll keep a count from now on. It's 113 for 6.
And Bape is in, so this virtually tells you it's more or less over.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're coming out in a veterans game, you would probably.
Yeah, well, there are 2 veterans there. The young stars who play all the game are not here, and Scotty will enjoy this. Scotty bowls, on the pan. Bape played it, try to get back to the ball.
Well, he succeeded in being hit on the thigh.
Yes. The end of the
17th over completed.
113.
113 for 6.
So 3 overs left.
3 overs to go.
I think Millet has done the work. I've always predicted a victory for Millet because I thought their bowling, although their bowling to me was not up to par tonight. Yeah. Goodlands bowled them out for 108 and they bowled out Goodlands for 94, I think.
Oh.
Yes, so in the semi-final. So they have what it takes to win this game. And I always thought coin 65 or bowling 21 wides and 1 no ball would not help you at all. And so Gros Islet find themselves up the back foot now. Yeah, off the back. So subtract 28 from this, 22 runs from the 160.
So there's Oliver bowling to Latchman, Prasad, and he hits this one back with the square where he picked up a single. So 114 for 6.
Yeah.
Over number 18. And Bape is now facing. He's coming over the wicket too. Bape bowls short. And he tries to pull this one. He was short. Trying to pull this one. Yeah. Missing. Keeper Charles not taken.
Came off Bape's body.
Score remains on 114.
14, yeah.
Bape bowls. So he pulls this one around, but there are 2 men on the boundary. And they get 1. A strong throw coming from the man there, that's Leo. So 115. Oliver to Latchman, bowls short and he pulls it around, but there's a fieldsman there.
Gros Islet will have to do a lot better than that now.
Yes.
They would require a couple of 6s in each of the overs.
Yes.
And that may not be enough because the action rate may be up to 17 about now.
And he hits it on high over mid-wicket. That's gone for 6.
That's what was required.
Yes, that's gone for 6. So Oliver just slowing this one up a bit, and Bobby is no slouch with the bat, but it was in the slot, and when it's in the slot, I mean, it should go.
It should go. It should go.
So Oliver bowling his last ball, and this one is off the edge. It goes down to short third man, where the man from Pine Leg runs around and picks up. And that's the end of the over. At the end of the 18th over, 123.
After 18 overs?
So another 43 runs required for victory of 2 overs, 12 balls to get 43 runs. So I can hear the fact that he's singing just behind me there.
I don't think this has happened ever. I don't think in any form of cricket. I'm a keen student of the game. I don't think this has happened. Although one time, the Pakistani cricketer who was banned from the game, he was captain of Pakistan, in a league game in Pakistan, he scored 90 of 30 balls. Yeah. During all this match fixing and whatever.
We could always have a repeat of Brathwaite.
Well, that still will not be good enough. You need it twice. 4 sixes.
Yeah, but you need a couple in each over.
Yeah.
So it's Leo.
And they
He hits it and he's going to be caught. He's caught. So Bape is going to short and on the body. He's trying to just help it around, but probably hit high up on the bat. And the man behind square there took a very easy catch.
A very easy catch. So I think we head into what I predicted just a few minutes ago, a team victory. We know of team draw, we've never heard of team victory.
Yes. Well,
but today it seems we will have another team victory.
Well, it's almost over by the shouting.
Yeah, yeah. The Gros Islet teammates are just quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet. On the pad.
On the pads.
And who is bowling now?
It's Justice Leo.
Leo, the brother of
Chauvin
the
Leo.
Impress Chauvin Leo. Yeah.
So Chauvin Leo will be bowling the final over by all stretch of the imagination. And Justice Leo will be bowling to Marvel Tyrrell, who had a terrible time with the ball.
Yes, very terrible. Yeah.
So it's Leo to Cyril, and he goes for a big swing and misses. But at this stage, Pastor, what do you think should be the plan for the batting team?
Well, what they're trying to do, just hit every ball. You stand around, you get defeated. You try, you got to do something.
Well, you try and keep it yourself now, but you're not being bowled out.
Yeah. Well, not being bowled out bring a little honor.
Yes.
But the major thing, losing.
Well, either way you're going to lose. So, but I think you can lose with honor.
With honor, of
yes.
course. You could lose with honor. Yeah, you could lose with honor. Yeah. You're not bowled out. Your overs run out and bowl. A mighty swing and the ball cannon into the base of the Austin. Yeah. That's another wicket. That's the 7th or 8th wicket.
8th wicket.
So it's written on the wall, on the table, in the air,
well,
on the tree.
The sky is written all over now.
Millet won the Chats knockout competition, and here they are in the premier tournament, and now just a matter of time before they are crowned champions.
But they're very fortunate to be in the final. They had
they had some
pretty tough, I think, semi-final.
Yes.
So Leo will be bowling to, who's the new batter? Who's the new batter?
He just tried to lob it over the bowler's head. And
Lisa,
the ball
who's
hit him
the
on
new
the
batter?
head.
Lisa, who's the new batter? The new batter.
Leo comes in bowl, Down the leg side. Oh! What a performance. I think this was luck and chance. The ball was wide. The wicketkeeper extended his left hand. The ball stuck in the glove and he removed the bill. And the batsman was short. When it's good for you, everything happens.
Well, it shows how good the keeper is.
Wow.
Fine work by the keeper, Charles.
And that is quick thinking. Yeah. A wide delivery, the umpires did signal wide. Picked it up and removed the bill. I'm sure you've seen it now on the replay, how effectively that was. However, that should be done with 8 runs needed. 12 runs needed.
The last pair at the crease, I think.
But now when it is done with, you are in such a commanding position. It does not bring victory or glory as you expect. Yeah? Yeah, because you are so far ahead. Without it, you can win. Without that performance, you can win. In a close game, without it, you can't win the game. And that is the beauty. That gives it its value.
So Leo to Dudley Charles. And he's bowled!
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Well, what a magnificent victory here today from Millet. A little community who have produced many cricketers from as far back as I can remember. And here they are ruling tip ball cricket in St. Lucia. I am very much impressed with their performance. Not to undermine also the performance of Gros Islet. They made it to the final. They were always the underdog, and they came here and they put up a brave fight. Although the score will show that they lose by 40 odd runs, and in any 20 game, when you lose by 40 odd runs, it means that you never showed up. However, we cannot say that of the Gros Islet team. They did show up. They competed, but anyway, at the end there, the Millet team was too good.
I think Millet played the better cricket on the day. I think Gros Islet got it all wrong in terms of how they planned their response. They lost it from as early as their 11th over.
Yes.
I think the wheels kind of fell off from over 11. And when they batted, while the keeper was in, that's Tristan Nobal, they had a chance, but even before that, while Donan Edwards batted, there would have been there was a semblance of a chance as well. But then he got run out.
I think the run out was a turning point in the game because what followed after that run out was not substantial. And when he came in, he really brought the run rate up to par. Just to glide into nudging ahead, he got run out. And his wicket to me was a big turning point of the game.
Yes. But as I said, Gros, they can keep their heads up because they didn't just roll over and die. Just a couple of things they just need to go back and work on. Maybe the approach to the response early on, they could have probably worked the ball around a bit, from can, get a little. The response should have been a little more intensive early on. Too many overs went without there being an attack from the batter.
I would like to see more singles run in the game.
Yes.
I would like to see more thinking into the game. Because from here, if you know the game, you would realize what is happening out there. The level of thinking, what is happening, the messages to and from the field. All of these things give you indicated that it is a team effort going in there. Batting second, when a team bats second, 2 guys are always under pressure. When you take the field, 11 guys are under pressure. They won the toss and they decided to bowl. From the word go, I said, I do not agree with them because I think the bowling attack of Millet is too good to bowl, to face last. You should have faced them first and then step in the field and face them 2 by 2. That I think, when you are the weaker team, you should take advantage of everything that comes to you. And added to all of that, they bowl 21 wides and 1 no ball.
Yes. So I think from early the Gros Islet team put themselves behind the 8 ball. And Millet definitely was the better team on the day. They batted well. they bowl well, and they're deserved champions.
I think I must commend the bowling of Scotty, and I've said that before. He's a risk taker. He goes 1 inch, 1 foot too full, it's a full ball. He go 1 foot too short, it's pitch up. And he kept on coming, and every now and then he missed. And today they hit him, I think, for 2 or 3 sixes. But his scorecard will be very impressive. He took 3 wickets, I think. He bowled brilliantly, and we must, in that game, given the not the conditioner, the game itself, the T20 cricket, to pitch up the ball consistently as he did, to bowl Yorkers consistently as he did, we must give him the credit for his bowling.
Yes, yeah, I think Scotty Justin, despite the fact he did not stand out in terms of getting the most wickets for his team there tonight, but he added tremendous pressure on the Gros Islet batting. You know, despite the fact he has hit once or twice, but he kept the pressure on and always kept Gros Islet on the back foot.
And Leo, every time he bowls in the T20, it appears to me he's playing in a game below his level, below his league, because he has bowled so brilliantly, and he does it so effortlessly. Does he play for St. Lucia? Is he on trial?
I think a couple of years ago he was called into trial, but I think he's one of the players that is being looked at by the local selectors, and he has.
Yeah.
He has what it takes to.
Yes. So Alan, we want to call out to Alan Cyril in the US, a former fast bowler, tall guy like Joel Garner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So we go over to the presentation ceremony.
We would like you to draw a little
What is it?
closer. Come a little closer. Just maintain the distance. In the meantime,
But guys, nous l'avons parlé, on a allé faire ça, on a
because
même
we are
check.
about to have the closing ceremony. And bring the APL.
How you doing, young man?
Division 1.
You still remember the cricket, young man?
He was watching. He was watching and he told me. How you doing?
As they wrap up, they have already done that.
Yeah, we have already done.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the closing ceremony, which is also the award ceremony of the Eagles Freight Division 1 APL. And we congratulate both teams. Can we hear a round of applause for both teams for playing a good final? It was entertaining. It was exciting. I saw people, they scaled the fence with sixes, and the boundaries came at will to some of the batters. I saw wickets stumbled, and the excitement and suspense sustained not only at the beginning, but it sustained right through the 2 innings. And we want to congratulate both teams, and even more congratulations to the champion for defending it nicely and stoutly, the Millet team. Put your hands together for the Millet team. I can hear the supporters in the distance also do that. As we are in a jubilant mood, I want to thank our sponsors for doing us another year of sponsorship, and without you all there, we would not have the APL at what we saw here tonight. So the sponsorship went a long way in making APL 2022 what it has been. So I will now like to call on to make brief remarks in the sponsorship department, Mr. Kade, the Kade Distribution firm, for sponsoring that aspect of the APL. So brief remarks, Mr. Kade.
Thank you very much. Congrats to the Millet team for winning the APL. May God continue to bless you, Gros Islet. Hard luck. I wish you all the best next time around. But Kade Distribution will continue to support APL at all times. We are very happy to be associated with Brother Sipal and his team, and will continue to support great cricket here in Balata. Those who turn out, I know you enjoy the game. It has been a wonderful finals. The best team won, and I'm sure those on television who view the game, they did enjoy it also. I want to encourage you to continue to play, and I want to encourage you to continue to support APL. Next time around, it will be stronger and better. There'll be a lot more prizes. There'll be a lot more to be won, and I know you will enjoy it by bringing along your friends to come and support APL. I also want to ask of you to please support our line of products, the Licks detergent products. It's one of the best detergents on the market. I'm sure those of you who have used it will testify that it's one of the best brands on the market. So let's continue to support Licks detergent. May God bless you as you continue to enjoy sports in a Christian manner.
The said for Cadet Distribution, yes, and the product that they are advertising and promoting is the licks. I saw some licks being distributed here tonight. Yes, good licks. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our premier sponsor is Eagle Freights and Brokerage Limited. A representative from that company, I now invite him to make brief remarks. Mr. Bobby, make brief remarks, please.
Good night, everybody. On behalf of Mr. Leslie Jobatis and management and staff of Eagle Freight and Brokerage Services, we are happy once again this year to be part of this competition, which we have been over the years. And congratulations to the Millet team for winning this year's competition again.
Yeah.
That's
back to back.
Back to back. And also hard luck for Gros Islet. They put a good fight tonight. Happy to see the young guys, especially Khan and Lee.
Yeah.
You know, young guys, and that's what the APL have been doing over the years, showing off the talent of our young people. So we are very happy, and we will continue to support the APL, our company, with Mr. Sipal and his management team of the Cricket League, who have been doing a wonderful job over the years. So congratulations to all the winners, and best of luck to the losing team, and looking forward to next year's tournament. Thank you.
All right, sir. You want to wish all the teams well and best of luck in the coming years. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, I am elated to call to the microphone now our youth director, the youth director for the St. Lucia Mission of Seventh-day Adventists, Pastor Richard Randolph. He will make brief remarks this evening. Round of applause for our pastor. Amen.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. It's another wonderful privilege to be here to watch another exciting cricket match tonight. We want to congratulate Millet for winning another league. I remember this year, we were late, so last year's league final played, I think in January or February. Millet won it. The knockout tournament,
Yeah.
Millet won.
Yeah.
And the league, Millet won it again.
Yes.
So Millet is basically the team to beat. Hard luck to Gros Islet. I know you wanted it. I know you came here to grab it. But Millet was the better team on the day. So hats off to you. Better luck next time. I wish you all the best. APL is here to stay, and APL will continue to grow.
Yeah.
Under the leadership of Mr. Sipal, the chairman of the APL executive, and all the executive members, you could see what APL is doing. APL has grown, it will continue to grow, and it will continue to be the most exciting T20 tournament on the island of St. Lucia. So those of you who are viewing online who are not part of this APL, you need to register. You know, be part of this exciting APL competition so that, of course, you can enjoy cricket in a fun-filled way. I want to thank our sponsors, especially our main sponsor, Eagle Freight. Well, that's Leslie Shabatis and Eagle Freight. We want to thank them for his consistency over the years. He continues to pump money into APL, and every year the funds continue to grow as APL continues to grow. So put your hands together for our sponsor, our main sponsor.
Yeah. Mr. Leslie Jabatis.
All right, we also want to thank all our other sponsors. Tonight we have the Minister of Sports here with us. He is also one of the sponsors. His department actually sponsors APL. And we look forward to having greater collaboration with the Ministry of Youth and Sports as we continue to have cricket, lovely cricket, under the banner of the Adventist Premier League. May God bless all of you fans. Continue to support, continue to enjoy this wonderful game of cricket. And let us remember that cricket is a gentleman's game. Let us ensure that we portray gentlemanship as we play the game of cricket. God bless you.
Yes, thank you very much, Pastor Randolph, our youth director in the St. Lucia Mission. I just want to also recognize the contribution of LNO Studios for bringing cricket not only to Balata but to the world. Yes, and I heard it is top quality. We want you to send the feedback so that we can see how you rate us. I want also to thank Concrete Express for all your concrete needs. These people also would like to, they also sponsor part of the tournament. There is a center we call the tennis center. They have donated all the used balls, tennis balls, and we just go and get tape, electrical tape, and we just tape the balls, and they are looking brand new to have the tournament running. Then we want to recognize people like the Trophy Center and SD. What is SD? SD Chow Mein. SD Chow Mein, they also sponsored part of the tournament. We want to put our hands together for all those of our sponsors who have done, and we invite more of our corporate citizens to fall in line, please. Yes, fall in line. But last but not least, we want to recognize a gentleman. He is indeed an honorable gentleman. He has his department, that's the Ministry of Youth and Sports. They have sponsored the first place and the second place monetary prize. And this good gentleman, I am going to invite him to make some brief remarks. Honorable Kenson Kasimi, speak to us and tell us your plans for us tonight.
All right, thank you so much for that introduction. On behalf of the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, let me say congratulations to Millet for another astounding victory right here at Balata. Congratulations, as much as it hurts me to say so. Congratulations to Gros Islet for finishing second in the tournament. I think you can hold your heads up high and come back next year to do even better. I think anybody who knows me knows that one of my favorite local competitions. I always enjoy my time watching this Adventist Premier League. It's no secret. And of course, as the Minister for Youth Development and Sports, we are committed to seeing this tournament continue to grow and grow and grow. And as a result, we are certainly hoping that next year, given the trajectory of things, given the rebirth of some of the finances, that we are able to make an even greater contribution to this worthwhile tournament.
Amen. Lovely, lovely.
In addition to this, we are realizing that Balata has quickly become one of the meccas for this Adventist Premier League.
Yeah.
And we know of the many challenges that you as competitors have braved to continue to play cricket here. And I've continued to have conversation with the Minister for Infrastructure to ensure that some of the issues, including a dressing room, better surface, and access to the playing field, is dealt with in a not too distant future. And so I'll continue to put on the pressure. I'll continue to do my part as the minister. And I just want everybody here to continue to support this tournament as we continue to take it to St. Lucia, the region, and the rest of the world. Enjoy the rest of the night. Congratulations to everybody involved.
Yes, the Honorable Minister, Honorable Kenson Kasimi, Minister responsible for youth and sports. And what a job he is doing in the short time that he is in office. We want to wish you more success, sir, in office as you continue to take the country from where it is to where it should be. We're talking about sports. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to also include in the gratitude, we want to thank our umpires. On a nightly basis, match after match, the umpires were there dressed in their nice professional attires. And they did a splendid job. Put your hands together for our umpires. Led by the chairperson in the umpire committee, King Karu. Mr. Karu, you did a splendid job. I also want to recognize a gentleman when the balls, ladies and gentlemen, when the balls were hit for the maximum and they fell behind those massive trees that you can see there. The gentleman with eagle's eyes, I say eagle's eyes, he looked at where the ball went and he walked to the place where the ball went and retrieved the ball. And he did that efficiently. No ball is in the bush. All the balls are well accounted for in this area. Mr. Ignatius, I am talking about Mr. Ignatius Marfrin. Yes, we want to recognize him tonight. And as I speed up the process now, I would like to say that all the players who deserve a medal, a memorabilia tonight, a trophy, you will receive what you deserve. All these trophies there belong to somebody there, and I call the first name. We want to recognize all those who scored a half century, at least one half century. The first person on the list there is Sabinus Emmanuel. Sabinus Emmanuel, you will be hearing more about that name later. He scored a 76. Can a representative from his team? Sabinus. Oh, Sabinus is there. As he comes up, he will be receiving it from the representative from Eagle Strait, Mr. Bobby. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sabinus. Next person is a member of my team. I am proud to say that he's from my team. He goes by the name of Calvin Marius. Calvin Marius? And can Shem collect it for him? Shem Alexander? Yes, he's coming. From the Balata Crusaders, Harvey Dalson. Harvey Dalson, Brother Georgie, would you like to collect it for Harvey Dalson? From the Denry team, Winell Felix. Winell Felix, a rep from the Denry team, please collect it. Tonya Simon. Brother Georgie, are you there? Tonya Simon. A rep from the Balata team. Okay. Mr. Calix, good. Mr. Calix, you can do so, yes. While he's collecting for Tonya Simon and Harvey Dalson, I am calling from the Gros Islet team now. One of the gentlemen who scored 56 runs, he goes by the name of Petrus Vitalis. Petrus, man, come and collect your memorabilia. It's unfortunately you could not do it tonight. Hard luck. From my team again, Shem stand by. Irvin Isidore. He scored 2 half centuries, a 52 and a 60. So he's getting 2 trophies, a multiple half century trophy. From the Millet team now, I'm going to Millet now. Kester Shalmine, 92 not out, 92 runs. Kester, will a rep come to collect it? Yes, somebody is coming. We're moving on to CRS, Charles St. Hill. CKS, sorry. Carol's Kitchen, CKS. Charles St. Hill. King Carol, can you collect it for him, please? Or Kirby? Yeah. Yeah. We move on to the Millet team again. We are going to Millet. We go to the gentleman who deserves it tonight, Dwight Giddens. 67, Dwight Giddens. We're moving on. Janelle Thomas from Millet, 57. Yes. Jermaine Alexander from Comeback Kings. Will a representative, or are you there? If you are not a rep, can collect it. Yeah? Is Nayak, Mr. Nayak? Oh, he has left, I was told. So we're going to reserve it for him. From the Comeback Kings again, Simon Dalkan. Oh, Simeon, sorry. Simeon Dalkan. All right, from the minibus, Babono minibus players or team, we have a gentleman who goes by the name of Rohan Albert. Rohan Albert, 72 runs. Moving on, Lyndon Bernard oh, that's from Grave, my team again. Shem, can you collect it for him? Lyndon Bernard. All right, he's coming. And from the CKS again, we have Miguel Charles. Miguel Charles. And still stay there, Kirby, as you will be collecting one for not only Miguel Charles only, but for Kevon Lewis. From the Monrepo team, Mopo, Keon Gaston. Keon Gaston, Monrepo. And for scoring tonight, in tonight's match, 98 runs, Anderson Charles. He missed the century. He missed the century by only 2 runs. If Anderson was on my team, I would have sent a message telling him 2 more runs, boy. Don't get out. Yeah. The only centurion in Division 1, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister will present the trophy to him. He goes by the name of Sabinas Emmanuel. 108 not out. He blazed a century right here at the Balata playing field. Congratulations, Sabinas Emmanuel. Now we go to the bowlers now. Let's recognize the bowlers. These were the batters. We are recognizing the bowlers tonight. Who took a 4-wicket haul? 4-wicket haul. McLean Estefan from the Denry team. Denry, a rep. McLean. From the Millet team. I'm going to Millet now. We're going to Millet. Scotty Justin. A 4-wicket haul. Come and collect your trophy, man. From the minibus, okay, while Scotty is doing his collection of his memorabilia, we recognize David Joseph from the Babono minibus team. David Joseph. We are going to Balata, staying not so far from Babono. We are staying in Balata Crusaders. Brian Calix, our commentator, but now he is coming to receive his 4-wicket haul, a trophy. Brian Calix from the Balata Crusaders. And he had 2 4 wickets, so he gets a multiple trophy. It will be given to him by our good Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Kenson Kasemi. All right, so far for 4 wickets haul. Then after 4 comes number 5. 5 wickets haul, ladies and gentlemen. The list is not so many because 4 overs to take 5 wickets, that's a tremendous achievement. I recognize someone from the Babono minibus in the person of Mac Leos. Mac Leos, he took 5 wicket haul. And since he's not there, he'll be receiving it later. Tonight's match, there was a gentleman who took a 5 wicket haul. He goes by the name of Justice Leo. Justice Leo, come and collect your 5 wicket haul trophy. And he also had, included in the 5 wicket haul is 4 wickets in the last over that he bowled. Congratulations, Mr. Leo. Most runs in the innings, most runs in the tournament. It goes to a gentleman who is very prolific at that level. Sabina Simanuel, most runs, 244 runs in the tournament. And he also received a trophy for the highest score, 101, 108. Yes. So all those memorabilia go to Mr. Emmanuel. Now, can we go to the most wickets now? Yes, most wickets in the tournament. I see on the list there are 3 gentlemen. 3 gentlemen who took 11 wickets apiece. So the trophy will not be shared. We are going to give each of them a trophy, but I want to recognize all 3 of them this evening. So let them know that the other 2 trophies will be prepared later. Yes, very good. All of them will get a trophy similar to this one. Mr. Brian Calix, 11 wickets in the tournament so far, along with Avalicious Calendar, that is from the Avalina's calendar from the Labey team, 11 wickets, along with Brian Clovis, I believe. Brian Clovis also earn is Olivier. My apologies, Brian Olivier from the Millet team. Brian, sorry about the mispronouncing of your name. All 3 of you will receive a trophy similar to this. So stand by. You can hold it.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
We don't have far to go now. MVP of the final. Oh, very good. Before we go to MVP of the final, the highest wicket still goes to the Millet team. A gentleman goes by the name of Justice Leo. In an inning, yeah. In an inning, Mr. Justice Leo. Now, Justice, don't go far. Stay right where you are, Justice, because I see your name for man of the final. MVP of the final. But he will be sharing it, ladies and gentlemen, with the gentleman from the Millet team who scored 98 runs, Anderson Charles. Anderson Charles. We have a joint MVP of the final. Yes. Wow. They are all from Millet. No wonder Millet is doing so well. All right, thank you very much. Junior is can. What can again? All right. So the MVP, Junior MVP. we scan through the records and we pinpoint a gentleman who deserves junior MVP. He goes by the name of Khan Elcock. He took 10 wickets and over 100 runs in the tournament. Congratulations, Mr. Khan Elcock. You deserve it. Now, overall MVP, somebody from the Mopo team, and it has to be Mr. Sabinus Emmanuel. Come and collect another part, another memorabilia. Yes, 244 runs, 8 wickets, and he was also a very efficient wicketkeeper. Mr. Sabinus Emmanuel. Now, before we give the first and second place trophies, we want to give medals now. Medals to the second place team, to the Gros Islet team, who was efficiently led by the manager, Mr. Bernie Joseph. Please lead your team members to collect their medals. Second place medal. Round of applause for the team, Gros Islet. All right. Don't go far because you have a trophy to collect also. You have a trophy to collect and some photos to take. Yes. I can still see, even though they are disappointed, the smiles are still on their faces. Very much so. That's the spirit of the game. All right. Yes. And Cyrus will collect, they collected some for you, Cyrus, on the other side. Very good. And for the second place trophy, will the captain please come to receive the second place trophy? Good. And they will also collect a monetary prize for the second place, sponsored by the Honorable Minister, $500. Wow. This is tremendous. That's a monetary incentive, sir. Yeah, you can have a good something with it. Yeah. All right. Then I'm calling the jubilant, the defending champion who defended the title so stoutly, the Millet team, for the medals. First place medal, that is a gold medal, ably led by, is it Merv, Big Merv and his team. Please come and collect your first place trophies, the gold medal. And when you have done that, don't go far because you will also collect a monetary prize. Not $500 this time, more than 500. I'll tell you just now. But this time, collect your medals, gold medals, the Millet team. Very good. There's Scott and Scotty, twins. I cannot tell which one is Scott or which one is Scotty. I'll just say Scotty. All right. Mr. Leo has his trophy. Very good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the monetary prize of $100. Oh, I am undermining that. I am undermining it. Not 100, but $1,000. Donated by our good honorable minister, Mr. Yes. Very good. $1,000. And after they will receive the trophy, the first place trophy. This is one of the biggest trophies I have seen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now they are going to take some very much, and they are celebrating. They are in celebrating mode. We want to thank all executive members, ladies and gentlemen, including our PRO and the one in charge of protocols for doing such a splendid job at sanitizing all our members and patrons who come here. We recognize Mr. Carol Henry for such a splendid job that he has done for the APL, and we want to voice our thanks to him. Ladies and gentlemen, in a blaze of glory, we are bringing down the award ceremony, and we want to close with a word of prayer. Let us bow our heads as we approach our Maker, our Redeemer. Thank you, Lord, for the spirit in which the APL tournament was conducted. Thank you for the teams and the exuberance, the excitement that they brought to the field of play. Thank you, Lord, for the individual performances of bowlers and batters and fielders as they took the catches, the keepers. We thank you, Lord, for injury-free games. And we pray, Lord, that in the other games and tournaments to come, that you will continue to be with us, give us health and strength and the talent that we need to exhibit on the field of play, we pray. And now we pray that you will take us to our home safely, and may we continue to live for you and give you glory and honor, we ask, in Jesus' name.
Amen. Just stay put where you are, just for 30 seconds, everybody. Faster, stay put, everybody. Colleagues, we got the announcement. We left it for last. That was, well, Africa. We know Africa very well. He was a veteran player of Balata, a veteran player of Minibus, and this year in the pre-veterans tournament, he played for my team, Northeastern Veterans, in the first match. And then last month, he got a heart attack, and then today we got the news that he died. He was a gentleman taking care of this playing field and so on. So that's why this afternoon at 3 o'clock along with Fungus, I had to come for us to do everything because he's no more there with us. So we just want to tell the family of Africa and the rest of the Eagle Freight and also APL family that we sympathize with them, we empathize with them. Be strong. God is still in control. He's the creator. Stay safe, everybody. But we pause a while just for this moment to share this sad news of Africa's passing today. May God bless the family and keep them safe. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. And then remember, APL, I cannot even say it now with great excitement. We continue with our veterans tournament. So just get your veterans organized. The pre-veterans is on the go. This coming week, we have the semi-finals. Every night, a semi-final match in the pre-veterans. And right after that, 2 weeks, you have. Get your veterans team big move in order because we are starting the big veterans tournament in 2 weeks' time, ladies and gentlemen. APL, we're not resting. Honorable Minister, we're not resting. APL in grand style. God bless you and enjoy the rest of the night.
Yeah, boy.